twinkle toes like
falling
a
over their
mother.
feet.
Super twinkle
I'm like,
toes.
y'all want to fall. I know y'all do. And then you had the video, bro. When I rewatched it, I seen you do this.
Yeah,
This
I might
is
have to be I
stupid.
might have to be back in there for next game.
This is stupid.
I'm not gonna really. I don't want to really comment though. Like during the game, I feel like that's gonna. I
Yeah.
feel like that'll take away from the game itself. You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts. Trey, how you doing today, man?
I'm
No
good,
talk?
man. I went to work. I got off. It's a long day. It's been a long few days, to be honest with
Is that a Carhartt hat?
you. No, this is Aeropostale. This is when I went to see her game at Duke.
Why would I remember that? Trey? Why would I remember that?
I
I mean,
remember
it's
it.
clean.
I
You
don't remember
do?
it, but like I remember we went to Aeropostale. Though. We
I
needed
didn't know.
some colors.
Hey,
We need to represent.
well, I'm glad everybody's here today. Everybody's healthy. We made it through another week of life. Praise them. It's good to see you guys, man. Talked to you guys a couple times throughout the week.
Yeah,
More than last week for sure.
I was trying to make sure. Like I know that we don't really talk as much because we kind of do a podcast and we kind of talk a lot. Then in the same breath, I was like, I should still talk to these guys and about
That's what I'm
non-podcast.
saying. We can find other things to talk about
Yeah,
besides
yeah,
topics that we have
yeah.
in place. Pretty not that hard. Um, if you're in the audience, tuning in today. Thank you for joining in. It's good that you guys are back. Glad that you guys are
Started?
back, man. We did start, Trey.
Yeah, I said that like 10 times, but you
Yeah,
must not
get
have
off
been
your
hearing me.
phone. Get off your phone.
Well,
Lock
I want
in.
to share everything real quick. So,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, do that. But yeah, man, thanks for tuning in. We got a pretty good amount of stuff today to go through, but shouldn't be too too long of a pod.
Also, we're
But you know
five
how we
hour
can go.
difference, right?
We're 5 hours, yes, but I don't know if the time changes here. Like tomorrow or something. It might. I don't know. But I remember when I first got here, it was 5 hours, and then when the time changed, it was like 6. Europe might stay on the same time though, I think. So it might just be 5 from now on. I'm not sure.
Mm. Well, if you think about it, it was 6 because we changed our daylight savings.
Yeah, but we lost that an hour too, I thought.
Hmm. So
I don't know.
we went back an hour, which would make it 6. So
we went forward.
How
We went
can we
forward
go
hours.
back an hour? Right.
you talking about you
We're talking
guys?
about before, Trey.
You're talking about
Oh,
this fall. We went back an hour, so that would make it 6. So then if you did something, it would kind of like offset it, or something would have to
I
happen.
thought we did though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I did not.
I don't know. It's whatever. It's neither here
Yeah.
nor there. How's everybody's week been though, man? Everybody's good? Everybody's healthy, wealthy,
Can't
wise?
complain. Feeling, you know the vibes.
yeah, man. Feeling
Trey?
good. Feeling good. Feeling great. Can't
Good, man. I'm
complain.
just trying to share this, you know what I'm saying? Get this out here, man, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to show you out here. You know what I'm
Do your
saying?
thing, man. Do your thing. You see I got the hat on today repping Detroit. You can really see it because I know my hair can't doesn't help, doesn't fit.
Your
But
wig.
we gonna make it work regardless. Um, let's just get right into it, man.
Yeah.
Music. Few albums dropped, few solos dropped, collab dropped. What should we start with? Let's start with the solos. Let's do that. Coach Ice, do it again. Everybody listen to it.
Alex,
Yep.
no. I listen to notes.
You listen to it.
I listen to albums.
Coach Ice, do it again. I mean, you've probably heard it on TikTok, anyways.
How's it go?
I
Yeah,
want
but I
to do
thought
it
that.
again.
But I thought that song. So that song wasn't even out yet. It was just a sound.
That's kind of basically how he does it. Like he just like people get the sound, it be on there, and people be begging him to release the whole song. They just be begging him to release the whole song. He waits forever. I think he waits like he gets the music video done or something, and then he dropped
Uh,
the music video with it.
I was mad
For
confused. I was like, this sound been out for a long time.
forever, bro, forever. But it just I don't know why. Usually, like you think people would get tired of it, but it leads for more anticipation, I guess. And honestly, I really like the song. I really, really enjoyed it. It's just
Um,
a vibe. It's a good vibe. I don't really have anything specific to say about it. I just feel like he's that type of artist to just make that type of music. It's not like he's trying to be a lyricist or anything like that. He just makes fun music, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good song. I mean, I had to be in the mood for it. Just like, let's say I get off work one day and I'm feeling good, throw that on real quick.
You feel like that's
Put on
like all
repeat like 3
TikTok
times.
songs?
I'd say it's a good majority of them. The ones, but a lot of them you go to the real song and it's like this don't hit the same as it did on the app.
Do you do
Full
that?
song.
Like, do you like look up
I
songs?
check for them. Yeah, I
Oh,
check for them.
I don't
If it
think
sounds
that's.
good, I'll check for it. And then when I hear the whole thing, I'm like, oh hell no, I can't listen to this. This is my take.
Feel it? Sorry, you do the same. TikTok or songs that are on. I'm not gonna say TikTok songs.
I
I'm gonna say
actually never
songs
go
on.
listen to. I never go look up songs that are on TikTok. I think I did it one time and I never did it again. I think it was that one dude that
There is there like a
And I
reason?
don't understand, baby, why. That
That's the
Oh
one
yeah,
song,
you look
you
up.
hated that. Trey hated that, bro.
hated it.
But why is that the song you look up though?
This because it was a long. It was 2 years ago, like a year ago, a year
I
and a half
know,
It's
but
a
I'm
ago.
year
just
ago,
saying
yeah.
like that's the one that you're
Well,
like,
that was the
yeah, I'm gonna
first
look this
one.
one up.
No, that was the first one. Like most of the songs that were they were doing at first were songs that we had already heard before. Then people started making songs on TikTok for TikTok, and that was one of the songs. And I was like, I'm good. After I don't need to. I don't need to look up nobody else.
Feel it. I do it quite often, honestly. I do it quite often. Just because I like hearing the whole song.
You gotta
And
be. It's gotta be a slapper. It's like the hook gotta be so good or whatever. Some guy sounds so good for me to want to go check it. I think I did that with Corey Lay for one song she had.
who?
Corey Lay. Is his name Leray or something? Corey Leray?
Coy Leray?
Corey Lay, yeah. I'm not saying that.
She said, would you say Corey Lay?
Say
Corey Lay,
Corey
yeah.
Corey
I just
Ray
mixed it all together.
I was confused. I'm like, who?
Corey Lay.
Nah, yeah. I haven't actually heard none of her music that's dropped recently, but
I have not heard
that's
a
neither here nor
thing.
there, man.
Yeah.
TikTok music has its place. I think it helps me also put
Is it TikTok music
it
or
puts
music on TikTok?
music on TikTok. It helps me put a face to the sound, and it also puts me on different artists too, like underground artists. Sometimes if they're pretty good, so I don't mind it. Coach Ice is solid. I like his music, so he hasn't disappointed me yet. Um, but yeah, let's get into Baby John. Detroit, Ypsilanti native. Lives in Detroit, I think now, but I like him. I've talked to Ian about him before on his last project. I don't know if I've talked to Trey about him at all. A lot of people, youth, like him. He brings kind of a different sound to Detroit music. A lot of goofy sounds, a lot of retro samples in the music.
Why Trey
I
look
would
like
say a lot of fun stuff. He sampled on his last song. He sampled the last song on the project. He sampled Jurassic Park. I remember this first one he or the first album, not the first album, his last album, he sampled Star Wars and the ending like that. So, but I like the project. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
The 2-pack of ass. Hey,
What don't you like about it?
I'm gonna keep it a beat with you, bro. I probably went like 6 or 7 songs, and he used the same flow. I don't even does every single time. Oh, that boy sound the same every single song. And then it got to a point, man. I'm gonna be real, baby, Charles, right? Trash, but the beat selection is great. I
You
started,
saying Baby Tron is trash?
yes, I started going through
Ooh.
I started going through certain songs, just looking for the beats that were tough that he was flowing on that I could just like vibe to the beat. Because real talk, bro, it's not him. I actually like
Oh
his
man.
features, and I like his features, but I like him. I'm like,
What
dang,
features
like
have you heard him on?
no. The features on the album that he had, I liked better than him.
You like his features on the album? He
Yes,
had
because bro, he
two.
sounds the same. It got to a point, bro. Like I have to retract everything I said about Gunna, anything I said about anyone other's album about repetitive stuff. This is the most repetitive album from start to
I can't
finish.
agree with that. I can't agree
And
with that
then,
at all.
and then the mainstream Tron was a 3-pack ass because he tried to put a pop beat on there instead of doing like a traditional trap beat. He tried to
But that's
be
what he does. He's the only person in Detroit that does that type of stuff. You don't. He doesn't
no.
do the same beats as everybody else.
Right.
That's
I'm
what
not
makes
saying
him
that.
unique or different from everybody else.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying the mainstream song, what's mainstream right now is
No,
hip
you're
hop.
not listening to what I'm saying.
No. What I'm saying is when he
About the
did
song, the
mainstream Tron,
mainstream Tron song.
I thought it was gonna be like a trap or a hip hop beat that everyone gets on, but it was some pop.
It's a pop beat that like
Mainstream.
Pop isn't mainstream
so
right
the
now. Hip hop
mainstream.
is.
No, that's not what mainstream necessarily means.
It's
It's a
exactly what mainstream.
mainstream beat. So if you think of an artist, aka when Chris Brown wants to have a radio hit, when Tory Lanez wants to have a radio hit, "Hypnotized," for example, by Tory Lanez. That when you think of that beat, have you heard that song before?
Nope.
It's a good example of an artist trying to make a forced mainstream song because of that
Okay.
beat. Because it
What's
sounds like it's
fourth?
like Dua. Hold up. It sounds
Go
like
ahead.
Dua Lipa is on it essentially, and Dua
What's
Lipa
fourth?
is hold up. Dua Lipa is like a mainstream artist. Her sounds are mainstream, so it's like that type of beat. So I don't think it has to be necessarily a trap beat. And it's
What's
fine that you
fourth?
like it. I don't really care about that. That's just your opinion.
What's forced is that flow. He does it on every single song. He tried doing the mainstream song too. I'm like, they can switch it up for the mainstream joint.
Yeah, bro.
Every song sounds the exact same, bro.
I just, bro, I can't stand his flow, bro. I actually hate it. The beats are like fire. All the beats are fire. I will say that song Hustle Junkie though, that joint goes stupid. Hustle Junkie goes stupid, and that's like the only song I really enjoyed
So
on him.
let me ask you guys something because I don't know if Trey actually listens to
He
Detroit
just
artists
doesn't
that
rap
much.
on, bro. I can't stand not rapping on beat, bro. I
Let
cannot
me ask
stand
you
it.
something. Well, that's another thing to get into. But do you guys feel like Detroit artists in general have all these different flows too?
You know what it is, bro?
I wouldn't
When I
say
listen,
I wouldn't say Babyface Ray has that many different flows. I wouldn't say Sada Baby has that many different flows. So
but it's the vocal inflection, bro. You can hear different Detroit artists, and the sound of their voice sounds really good with the beat and everything. His
Yeah.
voice sounds like this. I was about to catch the thing, and I brought it up. They didn't assume, and I cut it up. If I didn't bring it out there and I brought it up, and I got the cash, and I brought it up. Like it's like it's the
so
same thing.
bad.
that's what
He
I'm asking.
sounds,
That's what I'm
There's
he
asking. So
no
sounds
that's what I'm
melody,
asking.
monotone,
no
no
If
melody,
melodies, no
nothing.
nothing,
but you
bro. It's
realize
so
mostly
boring.
Detroit artists do that,
But bro,
And
let me tell you the difference. There was that, and then I just brought that thing
in
to
my
the cash, and I
opinion.
brought it up. Looking at that thing, and like when the
That's
dude was
Flint.
doing that.
That's Flint. That's Flint. That's
It's the
different.
same. Come on, potato.
That's a
You
different
know,
artist. He's Flint.
right? But he's doing the same beats and stuff.
And that's his thing.
But what I'm saying
If
is,
he jacked his style, then we'd say he was style jacking,
even
right?
Sada Baby does it. He talks like he raps like this when he like.
Yes,
There's
yes.
something. He sounds so monotone. I can't like. Bro, I was on lunch break listening to this, and it's just going two.
and then
And
he
right after
doesn't
like
rap on beat.
right
So how
after
do you
track
feel about G
11,
Herbo then?
I don't mess with not
G-Herbo.
rapping on beat, bro. That's not a thing for
So
me.
you don't really like G Herbo?
I
I don't
like
listen
I
to
wouldn't
G-Herbo
say he
though.
I
doesn't
don't
rap
listen
on
to
beat,
I don't
but he
listen to J
does.
Herbo, bro.
I
So
like
you gonna
G-Herbo.
disrespect her?
I didn't disrespect. I just said I don't listen to him.
I'm
Is that
saying, but he doesn't really
disrespectful,
technically rap on beat.
bro? It's just so off, and it's just there's no melodies. It's just boring. Like your rap style is
Boring
boring. Your beats are so fire, and you're not putting
energy.
Well,
no energy behind
hey,
it.
just like how we have this conversation with Yeet, he ain't for everybody. Baby trying ain't for everybody.
Yeah, but
I
Yeet
personally
at
like
least
him.
had melodies
A lot
though,
of people,
bro.
that I know mess with him. So it ain't for everybody.
Yeah, I need
I
Everybody
some.
already
mess with.
knew. I mean, I already knew
Everybody mess with
Ian.
that beat. That beat be slapping.
Biased.
Hey,
I wouldn't even say that though. I mean, a
bro.
lot of beats are good. Typically, a lot of Yeats beats are good, but a lot of people don't like him. Same with Playboy.
When you listen to songs, most of the time you catch what hooks. You know what I'm saying? And the melodies that the hook brings or stuff like that. He didn't have none of that. Like
Not
there's,
necessarily.
bro,
Not
it's zero.
necessarily.
What do you mean not necessarily?
I would say that I look in different artists.
Or
I'm looking for hooks
flows?
and things like that. When I listen to a lot of Detroit artists, I'm not looking for that.
But that's part of the reason why a lot of Detroit artists then don't really are.
That could be,
I mean, it is because nobody's hanging on to what you're saying.
but I don't think. I think a lot of that has to do with beat selection too. Like their
Nah, bro, that
beats have
beat
a
selection,
certain.
bro. The beat selections are
It
fire,
is.
bro.
I'm not saying it's not fire. I'm saying there's a certain reason why those beats aren't mainstream as the other trap beats are.
Bro, melodies and flow. You can't just
Well, maybe we'll find a Detroit
you
artist that
can't
does
have
that.
you can't have the same flow. You have to add something, bro. It can't be the same The
Bro,
same
So
his
you got
flow.
monotone
so let me
sound.
ask you guys something. Because like you said, he has the same flow.
You know what Baby Tron
Uh,
did, Hunter?
well, let me get to that. I want
Go
to say
ahead.
this because in a couple of his songs, he changes the beat up like 3 or 4 or 5, 6
Yeah.
times. So he
Nope.
changes the flow in each beat.
He doesn't change the flow ever, bro.
So
He never changes the
but I'm
flow, bro.
so how do you not change? You change the flow to the beat of the
That
song.
man wrote 22 songs the same way and said, "Hey, whatever beat you put on here, bro, I'm gonna rap the same way on the track." So
It's exactly what he did.
I don't know if you guys are actually listening. That's just my opinion. If you actually listen, I
So
really feel like that.
out of the three of us, two of us are saying the same thing, and one per
Well, because
Power-
Ian kind of for
and
one,
Ian
I
likes
feel like
Detroit
Ian.
music, and he's a
That's not
fan.
necessarily true because Ian doesn't. I tried to introduce Ian to Babytron already, and he had a bias
I
towards
didn't
it
like it.
already.
I didn't like
He
it
didn't like it
then
the first time.
because I don't like his
So
flow,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
It's boring.
But what I'm saying is that because if you change a beat 3 or 4 times in a song, how can you rap the exact same way to each beat?
He
That's
did
what
it.
he
He
does.
accomplished
I'm
it.
listening
He
and
accomplished it.
I'm listening, and I hear 4 different flows.
Or
So
maybe
I
it's
don't
just his
know.
sound,
That's
What's
bro.
my opinion.
hey?
He's
Send this song.
monotone
Hey,
and
send
boring.
Hunter. Send this song. Send this song. I'll listen to it again in the next pod. I'll come back with my second review if there's anything
He's
different. I'll take a chance to listen
monotone
to you,
and boring.
bro.
I'd say that's majority of Detroit artists, though, in my opinion. They just
And
move the exact
that
same way.
boring doesn't
Baby face.
sell.
But I mean,
It gets you popping over
I
here,
mean,
but if you're trying to be
hey,
global, I don't.
you're right.
People are
I
trying
agree
to
with that
sing
because
low
the same
key.
for Dom Kennedy.
Does it?
No, because Dom Kennedy went from LA
Monotone.
to Michigan.
Well, yeah,
That's not necessarily true though, because there's people in LA that listen to Detroit music.
yeah.
It's just about global. I'm going off of what he's saying
They go to
because
the
he
whole
doesn't change
world. Okay.
his tone, and some people
Dom
like it.
Kennedy's,
Some people can't mess with it.
but yeah, I think Dom Kennedy's. I don't know. His flows are different.
But it's
Uh,
monotone.
he is monotone.
He's just talking.
Yeah, but he has
Like so
different.
somebody like Blast could go more global than Dom could,
Yeah,
essentially
but
because he actually
I think
sings
Dom. The
well.
thing with Dom is actually he has more bars, and he has
Does he?
yes. Then Baby Tron. What's his name? Baby Tron.
Baby
Yes,
Tron.
I don't know.
1,000%.
I
Baby Tron
don't
was
know.
hey,
1,000%.
Baby Tron was rapping about perks the whole entire album.
That's not true.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
sorry,
gonna agree with
that
that.
was Dirk. That was Dirk. But he was rapping about the same thing the whole album, bro. He never said anything different, not once. He has said it like 1,000 times the same way
I
in the song.
What other artists don't do that?
Huh?
Doesn't Drake only rap about his beefs and about women he sleeps with?
they're
Bro,
different
but not
beefs
the
and
whole
different
album.
women though.
Doesn't Future only rap about dogging women and doing drugs?
Not the whole album.
Who-
I'm not gonna
What
agree with
album
that.
has he done that?
He had a song called I Won Me a Trophy. Like, what are you talking about? I won me a trophy. Come on, he does different songs, bro. Like this
I
man
said
did the
on a
same thing.
whole. I didn't say different song. I said on a project, bro. He typically is gonna rap about the exact same thing throughout the
Yes, but
entire
I'm
project.
saying Baby Tron was saying the same thing over and over again. The whole album.
And what I'm saying is, Future does the exact same thing too. Lil Baby does the exact same. They're all rapping about the same thing. They're just saying it in different ways.
And they have melodies.
They have melodies though.
But I'm saying, but I'm saying Baby Tron. Okay, I agree with that. But I said
Baby Tron.
Baby Tron. But the thing about Baby Tron is Baby Tron says the same exact words in every single. He doesn't switch up the verbiage or anything. It's the same verbiage throughout the whole entire project. I didn't hear nothing different. He has the same verbiage throughout the whole thing.
So if you had to rate it 1 out of 10,
Me, in
sure,
terms of
you can
Baby
start.
Tron,
You can start.
in terms of his albums, I would say that's probably for him. I would say like 8.5, 9 out of 10.
So
In terms of his albums,
you just rated for his album. But if you just had to rate it against like just
I like his music, so I can't. I don't think it's bad, bro. I like his music.
okay,
It's a 5 for me
5.
because the
That's
beats,
fine.
the beats go hard, bro. I kept songs on there to use in the gym simply because the beats just go
I
crazy.
took one. Did you what song? What songs?
I actually have a lot of them.
I took one song, bro, and that was only the song I like, and that was the hustle junkie joint. And I thought that was Flames because his voice actually fit that style.
You know the good thing about this
Beat.
is that when I first started playing the send you the Yeet stuff, or I told you to listen to it, you was like, "Oh, this is trash," and I sent you a couple songs. You was like, "Oh yeah, this right here, fire." I did the same thing right here.
No, it ain't something
Honestly.
work this
Bro,
way. This is a way
the
different thing,
different,
bro.
the difference between that is I listened to the Yeet stuff and I actually found stuff that I liked. Then I listened to Yeet's new album and I actually found stuff that I liked. When I listened to the stuff you sent me before with Babytron, yes, the beats were fire, but I just don't like him. I just don't like him.
I beat the baby Tron.
I just don't like him, bro. So I got beef with
Hey,
him.
no, that's smooth. What did you rate it though?
And well, I guess since Trey
Well,
bring
you
up
only
the
got 1 out of
beats,
20, so it's like you got 2 out of 10, right?
you said 1 out of 20.
Well, you picked a 1 out of 20, so it's essentially 2 out of 10, right?
I don't get it.
You picked 1 out of 20.
Oh,
So if you multiply that by or divide that by, I don't even know.
that's like
All
0.5
right, you didn't
out
get
of
2 out of
10.
20. So 0.5 out of 10. What's that? It's
0.5.
like,
What do you
like
mean?
an E. It's like
That's
an
an
E.
F. That's as low as it goes.
That's worse than F.
Failure.
Oh, at
That's worse than
0.5,
F.
where's like a F minus minus minus. Yeah, if you discredit the beats, yeah, bro, you don't even see above a 3 for me. But because the
I
beats are in
respect
there,
that.
I can kind of see like the 5, 6 maybe. The beats
The
are
Let's
beat,
keep
fire.
the
it pushing
production
though. Let's
saved it,
keep
bro.
pushing.
Yeah, production is there for me.
Dirk's album.
That stuff was fire, bro. Dirk's album was fire because
See, this is why.
for the exact opposite reason of why Babytron's album wasn't good. Because
This is why.
Dirk raps and he does melodies, bro. He's just a lot of stuff in it.
That doesn't make it That doesn't make it good music, bro.
It's
It
variety,
doesn't
bro.
make
I'm
it
not
good
saying hear the
music.
same song 1,000 times over and over and over and over and over again.
That's not. You're not even understanding. You're not even understanding what I'm saying. You don't
Bro,
understand what I'm saying.
Dirk's album
I'm
sound
saying
like a
just because
real
somebody has
project.
melodies, does not make it good.
What else did I say after
It
that?
sounds like everything he's been dropped.
What else did I say after that?
Everything he's been dropped.
I said there's variety.
Just because somebody has variety doesn't make it good.
It does.
It does not.
So his album was worse than Babytron's album.
But no. For
He
me,
didn't-
I like Baby Tron.
I didn't
Maybe I
ask
have a
you
bias.
that.
I used to
I didn't
like
ask
Dirk.
you that though.
And I didn't fuck with that Dirk. That shit was weak, bro.
But I'm saying
I like the Gunna
Babytron's
song.
but Babytron's
I like the
album
Gunna
was better.
song. I think that shit harder. Dirk shit was weak, bro.
You like
That's
that
not the
country
Dirk
song? You
album.
didn't like the country song at the end?
Bro, Dirk shit was weak. I couldn't get through it all, bro.
That's
A lot of people I've talked to
crazy.
feel the exact same way.
Bro,
Yeah, I'm
with
not
Babytron's
saying it's
album,
tough though,
hey,
but I'm not saying Babytron's album was harder at all.
I don't want to compare them because they're two different artists.
Yeah,
For
but
Little Dirk compared to Little Dirk.
you can compare the body of work laid out though. You can compare that.
It doesn't have to. That doesn't matter to me. If it's not good music, then I don't like it. I didn't think it was good because for what Dirk's standards are, for what he's dropped, is my man's good?
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man.
Trey, do you listen to a lot of Dirk?
No, but I don't need to listen to a lot of know what's good and what's not good. That was great.
To know what I've heard from Dirk in the past, to hear this ain't it. This just ain't it.
So Babytron's album is just tougher.
Stop comparing the two. Stop comparing the two.
I don't.
That is a completely separate topic. I'm not comparing Babytron to Dirk.
Don't compare it. Just tell me if the album was better.
I'm not comparing either albums. That's what comparing is, saying what's better than the other.
Dirk's album better than Babytron's album, man.
I'm not comparing two different artists.
Why not?
I'll compare Lil Baby to Dirk.
Why?
People like that. I'll compare Meek Mill to Dirk.
Why? I don't understand.
I'm not comparing Babytron, an up and coming artist, to a solidified artist already. I'm not doing that.
Music is music, bro.
Yeah, it's just music. It doesn't matter who you are. It's just
I'm
the
not
music.
comparing it. We can stick on this all day. I'm not doing it.
But why not?
I'm just gonna tell you.
Give me a reason.
So could you compare Don Toliver?
What did you think of the album?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I thought it was a solid album. Like better than that last one I had listened to.
It's like you keep comparing it.
Because that's what I listened to. Because that's what we did this with the last album we listened to. We listened
also listen to Gunna's. Is it better than Gunna's?
No, I don't think it's better than Gunna's. I don't think.
Okay, then.
Talking about.
Is it better? Wait, is it better than Yeats?
I like Yeats' album better.
All right, he's not going to agree with that.
I'm not going to.
And that's on him. That's on him. But I found a lot of Yeats songs that I was messing with. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. That's just be banging. Pull up my tongue real quick. Stop.
You know what's funny? When I be going through my Apple Music, I be seeing like who listens to it, right? And I scroll down, and like the most recent person that's listened to the album will pull up first, and then like if somebody new is like listening to it, the new name will pop up. The first name that's on there is Ian right
I'm
now,
telling you.
and a couple other friends.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's mad funny you say that though.
I'm on there,
Mad
bro.
funny.
I definitely be playing it. 100%. That Baby Tron I'm not playing. In the Dirk
That's
album,
true.
actually, to be honest, Lil Durk's
Are
album.
you gonna play Dirk's album?
No,
Okay. Then what are we really saying here?
I just said the album was better.
Not gonna take my glasses off. What are we really saying here? If you're not gonna play back, if the album has no playback value for you, then what does it matter what you rate it? What does it matter if you compare it to anything else? Because if you compare it to Babytrons and you say you're not listening to Babytrons, you ain't listening to Dirk's. What's the difference?
Because I can still, because I'm not a Lil Durk fan. I don't.
Me either.
Okay, so when I go listen to the music, right? I'm just listening to the music for what is presented. I'm listening for melodies. I'm listening for the beats. I'm listening for the product. I'm listening to all of this, and there, I can see. I just say, okay, I like this right here. This is great production. This is not. I like.
So, does it matter though?
Yes.
When you're going into an artist,
Yeah.
you have to know what you're gonna get out of them. You can't like
Okay, so
if I was
that's
to be
the
like,
thing. I was going in there not trying to know anything. I'm just going there to listen for good music. Zero expectations. I want good music.
of course you have no expectations, but what I'm saying is certain artists you're going to get certain stuff out of, right? Tom Brady
What's
says
your point? What are you trying to do?
I don't know.
what I'm saying is certain artists you know what you're going to get out of when you go and listen to them. So like if I'm going to listen to Drake, I know what I'm going to get out of him and I can put myself in that mood. If let's say for example Dirk, when you want to listen to his singing stuff to be in that India bag, like you talking about your girl or whatever, you're going to go to that stuff and listen to it. For example, when we were talking about Tron, you talking about you left your stuff to work out with. You can go there and listen to that for that purpose, and you know what you're going to get out of it. So that has to give you some sort of bias as well when you're trying to listen to the music.
Right, Hunter. I put myself in a complete Detroit mood. I was ready to go crazy, and he went there and spoiled it for me. He named the album Megatron, first of all, which is disrespectful for what the album was, because he disrespected one of the greatest wide receivers of all time with his.
He
Definitely.
disrespected a wide receiver with
The greatest
his
wide receiver of
name,
all
putting
time
his name
as the album
and
Megatron.
what
He had
people
Jerry Rice in there
call
too.
him.
Yeah, Jerry Rice in
Jerry
there
Rice.
too.
And that
I mean, Jerry-
song was fire. And Jerry Rice was fire. That song was
Hunter, I
fire.
got to a point. Hunter, I
That's
got to a
my
point.
favorite song on there.
Hey, Hunter,
personally.
I got to a point with that since we back to that album again. I got to like track 10. I tried to listen to like a minute of it at a time just so I could hear what the beat was like, hear his flow. I was like, do I like that? No. Exit
Bro,
out.
the
Like,
flow's the same. The beats are phenomenal. Go get a beat of somebody else.
Crazy. We're back on Tron. Why are we back on Tron?
Because it was so
you keep
annoying.
bringing him up.
I keep bringing him up, or Ian keeps bringing him up and trying to compare them.
Y'all both talking about him.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know why he likes him.
Dirk. What I was saying was Ian put Dirks in the trash, or put Tron in the trash. He put Dirks in the trash, so there's nothing he can really say.
I didn't put it in the trash. I just I'm not
You're
going
not
to
listening
listen
to it.
What's your ranking, Ian, for Dirk?
I give that one like a 7, 6.5.
I got a 7 out of 10 too.
I got 5. Oh,
You didn't even listen.
I skimmed. I couldn't get through it.
Man,
all.
Baby Tron stuff was like a 2. So what we saying?
To you,
Man, you need your music license revoked.
do I?
After that, bull.
Would you be listening to Yeet if I didn't tell you about him?
Probably.
You keep sticking to one person.
Hold on.
Like, what do you mean? I probably would have heard him.
Just answer the question. Would you answer the question? Answer the question.
I just said I probably would have heard him through something else. He was already on TikTok. His stuff was already on TikTok.
But you said you've never heard anything from him.
I didn't know who it was, but I've heard his stuff on TikTok.
Remember what we said before? You don't check for music. So how would you have heard it?
If I just
what are you talking about?
me.
He just been talking, bro. He just been talking. That's how I know he's been talking.
Bro, Baby
You
Tron
don't check
sucks.
for nothing.
He sucks, bro. He's bad.
Would you listen to Young Boys?
NBA YoungBoy?
Yeah, would you have listened to that album?
I've already listened to him before though.
Would you have listened to that album though and got back on it?
And that's neither here nor there. Maybe not.
I need to delete that from my playlist. I haven't even played this.
That's totally different. NBA YoungBoy's on a whole different level. So
He is. I agree. I'm just using examples, man. I'm just using
I'm saying
examples. We've been on this for.
that's almost like saying listening to the Drake album. Almost.
It is close, actually. Now I
That's
think about
what
it.
I'm saying.
All right, man. Last solo song, Megan and Dua Lipa, "Sweetie Pie." It's another mainstream supposed to be song.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of that. Is she
And
coming
that
back?
It's
joint,
cool.
Is she coming back or
It's
not?
cool. It's gonna be a TikTok banger.
we'll see.
It is. There are gonna be so many dances to that song, to the chorus, to the raps, to everything. There's gonna be like 4 different dances to that one song.
I don't know, man. I doubt it. They don't do it the same. TikTok don't do it the same no more. They used to do that with like when 3 verses went on there. Remember when they had the "I've been so wrong, but I'm always." They had so many dances to that. They don't do that
Well,
no
they're
more on
gonna do it.
TikTok.
They're gonna do it to this one.
Is
I
she
bet they
coming out with
don't.
an album?
I don't even know. I thought it was whose song is it?
It's Meg's.
Is it hers? Are you sure?
Yes,
Why do I hear Dua Lipa more in it? Or am I tripping?
but she sings the hook.
Nah, I don't think it's Meg's song, bro. I think
Okay.
it's just a joint song.
Hmm.
I think.
And
Um,
not a
yeah, it
feature.
says Megan Stallion. It says Megan Stallion and Dua Lipa, not
Well, they have
featuring.
that in a lot of albums. On
that is
Doja Cat's album,
definitely
it
a
has
single for the
The
springtime.
Weeknd and Doja Cat.
Well, if you go to Dua Lipa's profile on Apple Music, it says that that's her song as well. That's what I'm just saying. I don't know. It could be a single getting her album, but if she puts this on an album, is this an album like? What would we expect from the album then? If this is the type of song that's on there, it ain't about to just be
Just one pop song for the album. That's it. Just like when
Radiohead.
Chris Brown did "Yeah" 3 times. That wasn't the rest of the album.
True.
Fine China wasn't the rest of the album. There's a lot of people who do that.
Yeah, but that was different, bro. That hit so different.
But Fine China was pretty indicative of what that was gonna be. I mean, it was a lot of R&B on there.
But that was,
Yeah, but Fine China was
fire.
more poppy.
You know what you know. Nah, that was flames, bro.
You might be right. Let's keep it pushing though. I think that's all the music. I think that's all the music we got.
No, I want to shout out one thing real quick since we're not going
Oh
to talk
yeah,
about it.
yeah, we do have one more.
I want to shout out Lucky Day for R&B. You know what I'm saying? People keep talking about R&B is dead, and I think this album is, important for the R&B culture. I think it's I think the album was tough. The album was tough, especially for male R&B artists, because we've been riding behind, the ladies for a long time. So I think this album was great. You ain't listened to it. I know you didn't, and I know you didn't listen to it either. So it don't really matter. I'm the only one with enough information, enough knowledge about the album. I took the time to listen to it, so I
Toot
can
your own
give.
horn there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just
Jeez.
say, okay. So I want to go listen to the album now because Trey's over here hyping himself up about listening to it, just going out there and listening to it, bro. If it sucks, I'm on your ass. How about that?
That's cool.
I want to know what
It doesn't suck.
about this
It's great.
cover art.
If you like, especially if you like Frank Ocean, this doesn't suck.
What is this cover art?
I don't know.
Man
bro.
with water or diamonds on them. I don't know.
R&B music is dead.
It's not.
DED, bro. Yes, it is. It is.
It doesn't play on
How
the
do you
radio.
spell that?
DED means super dead. What?
We can keep pushing. But I just wanted to put that out there real quick. R&B's alive.
Because of him.
Because of him. So he's the one that's
No, we
sparking.
just need to get some male R&B artists to put some good.
You just
energy towards
did with old dude, the Heartbreak Anniversary dude. What's his name?
Giveon,
Yeah,
the 1 pack of 4 songs.
he just put out. I mean,
That
Lucky
was
Day is gonna be the
weird.
savior.
Yes, I'm saying. So he's a
No,
savior of R&B.
it's a rolling effect, bro. Like it's like R&B music, not R&B and trap, R&B. That's
So
what I'm talking about.
who's supposed to be the next person to drop some more? I guess because
That's my point.
Jacquees of the world have been around. Tory has gone in a whole different other lane. Chris Brown is pop.
Chris Brown's about to drop another
So
album.
you think like R&B's coming
Yeah,
back or something?
Yes.
You think
It's been on the
R&B's?
rise.
You think R&B's coming back?
Pink Sweats is here because we on the rise.
Did you listen to Pink Sweats?
No, I didn't. Not yet, because I've
So
listened.
then, what do you mean? How can it be on the rise? If you haven't
Because
listened to it?
I've listened to because I've listened to Pink Sweats back when he first started. I just haven't listened to the album yet. But I've been listening to so many other albums that I haven't gotten to that yet.
It's been a month.
Right, and how much music have I listened to since we've been doing this podcast? All these
So
You listen to Young Boy, You took the time to listen to Babytron, and you didn't even like that. You listened to Dirk,
Well, that was part of the
to
list.
Gunna. You listen to
It's a lot of music, bro. It's a lot.
So
This is the most
R&B
music I've
is
listened to in
R&B's on the
forever.
rise.
It's gonna come
Hey,
back. That's all I gotta say.
I personally wish it was on the rise too, Trey. I do wish it was on the rise, but I think I have to agree with Ian on this. It's not. It's just
Not
not
the
enough
good R&B.
representation there, bro.
It's not the good
It's not
R&B.
enough. I don't know. Maybe this album is like that. I don't know. Candy Drip.
I said I'm gonna listen to it, but I don't know if R&B. Like when people think of R&B music, you think about like 90s. You know what I'm saying? You think a lot of the early 2000s sound, and I'm not saying that that is solely what R&B music is, but that's 100% peak R&B. At least to me, that's peak R&B. So if nothing's
It has
touching
to
that,
evolve.
yeah, if
Has to
nothing, yeah, it
evolve.
has to evolve. But
Just
if
like
it's
hip
not
hop has evolved.
exactly, but if it's not touching that, then it's like,
That's
what are we
because,
listen? What are we
bro,
really? What are
R&B
we
was on
really
the
listening
radio
to?
all the time. Radio isn't that big of a deal anymore, and right now, white America is pushing hip hop. That's all it is.
I'm
That's why
not
you
gonna say
had.
it was
That's why
getting.
you had. That's why you had white groups like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys trying to sing black people music
But they were doing
because
pop. They weren't doing R&B. They were doing pop music.
it was their rendition of R&B music.
I can't agree with that. They were definitely a pop group, bro.
If you're singing,
You can have a slow song. You can have slow songs. It's still pop.
yeah, but I'm saying those are R&B. Like literally, there's a group called Blackstreet, and then they made a group called Backstreet Boys. Like, come on.
Hey, I'm not gonna say I don't agree with that, Trey, but what I will say is that R&B has evolved, and because as just like as hip hop has evolved and has turned more trap and all these different type of subgenres to it, we have to just accept that R&B has evolved into a more trap B vibe to it.
It has,
And
but you got people like Brent Faiyaz who drops music. That's good. That's great for R&B. You got people like I said, Lucky Day just dropped the album, which is great. Giveon hasn't dropped the album yet,
So
so
why
that's
do why do y'all feel like R&B music's like super dropped off?
because because hip hop is what's pushing the media.
But do you think
I
it's
wouldn't even say
because
that. I think it's
yeah,
the melodies in hip hop.
yeah, you don't think so let me say
It's because what's happening is you got trap artists singing like R&B artists on tracks and making their songs more melody. So now what you're doing is you're taking away from the people who actually do the melodies and adding it to hip hop. So now people in R&B have to be like, okay, now we have to rap in our songs to get people to come listen to us. That's why you come get the Bryson Tillers, you get the Tory Lanez and R&B because it's like, okay, now they're singing their hearts out on hip hop songs.
it's more
So
relatable, bro. Not everybody can sing like Beyonce. Not everybody can sing like
So when we sing in the car, we sound like them.
You
that's crazy.
know what I'm saying? You sound like the rappers out here. They
Just
can't
with a little
sing.
less auto tune.
Yeah, just loves auto-tune. It's more relatable.
Yeah, I agree.
I
I
don't know if it's
agree.
more relatable, but they just be talking
I'm
what they
talking about the
talk.
singing. Like it's just, bro. If you could took a poll on who cannot sing and who can sing, or who can hold a melody and who can't, the poll is gonna show that a lot of people cannot sing more than can. And
Otherwise,
then
everybody
after
would be
that, and then think about this: the people that can sing, they think there's levels to it anyway. You know what I'm saying? You can be able to sing, but can you sing as good as somebody? And you start naming people, you're like, nah, I can't sing like them. I can do this though. I can't do that.
Mhm.
I agree to that. Let's keep pushing though. In the sports world, we're a little late on this, but Nets 76ers, quick takeaways, just real quick.
Man, James Harden, I ain't gonna say he's butt, bro, but he's just kind of annoying.
let's just be self-aware here.
He's not butt. Like I
On
said,
the,
that's what I say. He's not butt. I just want him to step up and perform when it's time to perform. That's all I want from James Harden. When it's time to show up, like when it's time to show up, there are certain games when it's time to show up. Do that. That's it.
I want
So
to see a series between them
quick news,
because
quick
I
news,
want
quick
him
news,
to.
news
I
break.
was going to get to that too. I was going to get to that too, sir.
What?
But I know what it is. Let me just get to it.
Oh, you
I was
want
going
to
to say it
want
a
to say it?
little
That's
bit,
fine.
but I just because we were already talking about this, just want to get through this real quick. Harden, yeah, I think I do want to see them play in the playoffs though, because I want him to show up in
And
the
I need
playoffs against
Kyrie.
them.
I need Kyrie and James Harden guarding each other for 7 games. That'd be beautiful.
Yes,
That'd be so beautiful.
I don't know if James will guard him.
That's crazy, right?
Well, it wouldn't. It
He's
makes more sense for
bigger.
Matisse.
He's bigger,
Makes more sense
stronger than
for
Kyrie.
Matisse.
And Kyrie over there locking him up and then going down on the other side and giving
Why wouldn't
buckets.
you put Matisse Thybulle on? He's one of the best defenders in the NBA.
Huh?
Matisse Thybulle is one of the best defenders in the NBA. Wouldn't you want to put him on Kyrie
I mean,
instead of just put him on
maybe for
Mills
like,
or?
I feel like, yeah, I mean, I feel that. But I definitely feel that more for like the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? That's when you really start making adjustments. You start, things like that. But to
But
see a matchup in game, like we're just playing, it's the game right now. I
we've
can't.
talked about this, and I think the problem with James sometimes is that he doesn't have that go-to mid-range game where he can stop and pull up.
That's a huge.
And that's where they like in the playoffs, they make you take those. Like they're gonna try to take away the three and then the drive. And like
Yeah,
his thing is
you gotta
3-year
have
drive.
a pull up,
You gotta have a pull up. You
like
gotta
a
have to put
real
Kyrie,
pull up.
KD, Kobe, D Wade, all of them got pull ups. LeBron has
Bron,
developed
yeah,
like you have to develop that pull up, and he is more
Jordan,
like a drive in and then like step back.
Hey, DeRozan's gonna do his thing
You
this
know what I'm
playoff.
saying?
I think. Yeah, you gotta have a
He's
mid range
driving
game.
in, stepping back, trying to shoot a pull up like that versus just like stopping a dime shot.
Yeah,
Because
and
he
that's
has more of a set shot.
yeah, and that's how you catch him off guard too. On those same,
I think that's something he has to develop this summer for
I
sure.
think it's too late.
Think so? How old
Yeah,
is he? 31,
32.
32?
I think at
The way
like
he plays,
the way he's
he
the way
plays
he
under the rim,
plays,
really.
the way he plays, you can't just. The thing is, bro, when you're 32 years old, how much can you really add to your game that can be perfected?
He can add a mid-range jumper to his game.
How many years do you think James Harden has left?
Solid years because he plays under the rim anyways, honestly.
I'm talking about elite years.
I think he has 4 more elite years in him.
So you're saying in 4 years he's gonna develop like what type of mid-range game we talking about? Like the guys that you
I
named
would
have been
say
the guys that you named, their game is the
they've
mid-range
been doing
game
that.
and they can knock down threes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Kyrie
I
does
think
that. KD does that. Kobe did that. Like
he could shoot him at a decent percentage, I think. Not like on some DeMar stuff this
even the Steph.
year.
Steph has a like Steph can shoot mid-range jumpers, but that's kind of he can shoot so far back though that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
And
equals out.
and he hits like mid ranges, but that's a part of his game that you see he doesn't really unless it's like a step back kind of a shot.
Yeah.
There is no like step into it pull up because that's a
He
hard.
moves around so much anyways too, so
Yeah,
like it's kind of hard for him to even get there and shoot that. He doesn't really have a lot of opportunity.
yeah.
Um,
But the mid range game is definitely what matters in the playoffs, though.
for sure. For sure. And that's why it's so stupid why people be saying the mid range is dead.
Nah,
Because you
it's
need that
no, it's
to
dead.
close out games.
It is dead. But the best players dominate the mid range game.
How's it dead?
It's dead because when you look at the numbers, teams aren't taking that shot. Besides one player or your two, just the best players in the game take the mid range shot, bro. The best players in
If
the
I'm
game
not
do
taking
it.
mid range shots, that means I'm uncomfortable on the court. I can't not take mid range shots.
But like pull ups,
Like that is like ingrained in me.
and then
Like that is
they say it's a bad shot, that wise. But you have bad people shooting them. KD don't shoot
literally.
bad doing that.
I'd rather shoot that than a floater, bro.
Yeah,
100%. Because sometimes with a floater, you don't know where it's going. Sometimes you be like, "Oh, too short." Pull up. I'm like, no more jump shot. I worked on this. Like you can work on floaters, but I'm just saying like this is like I'm raising into
the
that.
touch is different though. Yeah, I think it's easier to step into a pull up than it is a floater because you don't know how the defense is playing you or on you. When you go into that pull up, it's the same 1-2 motion.
Mhm.
You know you got your space. It's the same thing.
Sometimes floaters you gotta throw higher than others.
Yeah, there's
You
just
never know.
more room for error when it comes to your pull up. Is always you just practice this.
Nice.
The boy did drop 50
Training
though.
any take Nets 76ers? Who do you have coming out the East?
Chicago Bulls.
Who?
They've lost to every good team this year.
I know.
0-14.
I remember a few like our beginning episodes. I said that, and so I'm going to stick to my pick.
The team that's the worst against the best teams in the league.
Yeah,
Yes.
bro. I think the Bulls are
Because
dope.
Lonzo's
but-
been out and Lonzo's coming back, and I know when Lonzo gets back, it'll be good.
That's enough to beat the Nets and the Bucks.
Yes.
Lonzo's enough to beat the Nets and the Bucks.
Yes.
They gonna struggle with the Heat, bro.
Well, man, we gotta take your bias out. Let's be honest here. Let's just be honest. Not what you want to see, what you believe is actually gonna happen. I don't think you believe the Bulls are actually gonna be in the NBA Finals, Trey. I don't think you actually believe that. I don't think you even envision that. Like when I see the NBA Finals, I see Nets.
I think Brian going to the
Bucks.
finals.
Yeah, I gave up that track.
I gave that a long time ago, bro.
But I see
y'all want me to be honest with y'all real talk?
I don't see it.
You want me to be honest with you guys?
Yes.
I haven't really tuned out of the NBA this year, to be real with you.
You can still know what's going on, though.
I do, but I'm not really interested as much as I was. Lakers aren't good. Brown ain't playing good. Lonzo.
So I thought Tatum was your guy.
Huh?
Tatum's supposed to be your guy.
Tatum been having solid games. I've been seeing little highlights of him.
So it sounds like
50, 44, 38.
It sounds like
Playing,
you're reaching.
Luka tonight.
Sounds like you're reaching an impasse right now with the NBA.
No, this is this year. Well, I had this year. I had this happen to me a few years ago with the NBA.
Well, I'm saying because it's Bron. If Bron's not really there, you're not really totally invested.
Yeah, I told you I need to find a new favorite player.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought Tatum was.
I told you I was between Tatum and Lonzo. My man Lonzo been hooping, he been hurt. So,
bro, if Lonzo's your favorite player, you gonna be upset, bro.
And part of me like
I can't tell you who your favorite player.
And then part of me is like Ben Simmons going to the Nets made me kind of, because you remember for me it was Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, and Lonzo.
I love Ben Simmons, bro.
And my problem is not Ben Simmons going to the Nets kind of is conflicting for me to be a fan of that team because KD is there and Kyrie is there.
Do you not like KD?
I like KD and Kyrie, but LeBron's my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? Like I like them both. I like all of them, but that puts me in that Nets bandwagon I don't want to be a part of. It really is just the Nets bandwagon I don't want to be a part of. That whole Nets.
You don't have to be part of the bandwagon. You just gotta be part of.
But I do if I support Ben. I do.
Well,
Ben 10.
So I'd rather stick with the Bulls and then stick with my feelings.
LeBron and his Lakers aren't going. He gonna retire soon. But Trey, breaking news. Let's break it. Tom Brady said he's coming back.
No, he didn't.
For one more year.
For real.
He's got a text from Dad saying it.
I got the Sports Center. I when we were talking about the R&B, I got the Sports Center thing popped up. I said, I want to say this so bad, but I can't say it right now.
So he's coming back.
He must have had a conversation with his wife.
I mean,
Had to.
I'm cool with Tom Brady coming back.
Man, I say bring him back, man. Bring him back.
If you can play, you can play. But if you're gonna cheat
twice,
if you're gonna cheat the game, you know what I'm saying? Don't play.
Rams 2023.
Huh?
Rams 2023. Bring him back. Let's run it back. We can run it back.
I think he want all the smoke.
You think Rams are going back to back?
Heck yeah.
I mean, is everybody coming back?
Hard to do that in football, bro. It's hard to do that in football, though.
Rams 2023.
Honestly, they just need
because guess what? Their tight end was hurt.
Yeah.
Woods was hurt. They were hurt during the
and then Odell got.
No, they got hurt in the championship. They all about to be back.
What's up with Odell? Is it ACL?
Yeah.
He tore it?
Yeah, he tore it, bro.
So you think he's done?
No.
I mean, he's kind of old anyway.
He's
only 28, 29?
He's my age.
I thought Odell was like 30, 31.
He's like 29. He's 29. He just had a kid, too.
Well,
he ain't done.
Two ACL tears at 29, 30 years old. Either way.
I don't think he wants to go like that. Besides being a champion.
I mean, bro, you caught a touchdown.
But, like, this is your career. You're just going to give it up because of an injury type thing? Like, I can see the third ACL, honestly. The third ACL is where I, like, draw the line.
Bro, this man caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl and has a Super Bowl championship
I agree.
under his belt.
For
what
me,
more are you looking for Odell at?
I'm playing. If I get an ACL tear, I ain't going to say I call it quits. I ain't going to call it quits.
Well,
Odell has 3 to 4 years left. 32, 33 is like the end of a wide receiver's career.
Yeah, it's a lot that don't have 2 ACL injuries.
Right, but guess what? Even with his ACL injuries, he still was the fastest person on the field.
He came back before the season started, the first time.
Yeah.
So I think
he'll be good by the season.
I think
he'll be good by then. They'll have Roy Woods and he'll be back. Robert Woods, he'll be back, which is a stress off of OBJ from having to do everything because he runs the same routes OBJ does.
They need another receiver.
Tigsby will be back as tight end. He's a great tight end. So Stafford will have Tigsby, he'll have Woods, he'll have OBJ, and he'll have Cooper Kupp. He's gonna have tons of weapons.
But I don't think they're going.
He's gonna.
Yeah, boy, froze.
I thought Hunter froze. Did I freeze?
Yeah, you definitely froze, boy. You was looking stupid.
What's up? That was funny.
Yo, so is Tampa Bay like favorites or what?
No, Rams is favorites. How you not favorite the championship?
I feel like the Chiefs are. I feel like the Chiefs are always a favorite. So.
Yeah, they are.
Like out the gate, don't Chiefs have to be like the favorite team?
No.
Trey, it's very hard to go back to back in football, bro. You rarely see it happen. And if you do, it's Tom Brady. Who have you seen it happen? Tell me.
I mean, Pat almost made it happen.
The Chiefs went back to the championship back to back.
No, who won back to back?
Oh, no one does that. That's the Rams are going to do it first.
So the Rams aren't going to do that.
What do you mean? Nobody's done that before?
No.
Our team has
I'm sure somebody.
Yeah, what?
Was it Patriots?
Bro, I'm pretty sure the Patriots did it.
If anybody did it, was Tom.
I mean, you start winning 7, so one of them had.
I think maybe San Francisco did it back in the day too. I'm not sure.
Well,
yeah,
Stafford
like a 50s team.
But they have the defense to do it. I don't want to get into it too much. Yeah, I don't know. In other related football news, Deshaun Watson cleared of all charges from a grand jury.
Patriots did it in 2004, 2005. Broncos did it in 98, 99. Cowboys 93, 94.
San Francisco?
Niners 89, 90. Steelers 79, 80. Steelers 75, 76. The Dolphins in 73, 74. I think that was Marino, right?
So it's not that often.
And then Packers 67, 68. Nah.
That means it's time for another one. It's every decade. It's time for another one.
The Chiefs.
Let's go.
The Patriots went to the Super Bowl 3 times in a row. They went 2017, 2018, 2019. And then the Bills back in the 90s went 4 times in a row and lost every one.
Losers.
We got them next year, man. I know we do. It's our time. After the 4th one, brother, you know they ain't have no hope.
Hey, but regardless of
their legacies are tarnished.
That's crazy.
What?
Isn't it? Deshaun Watson's cleared?
Being cleared. But you know what that tells me, though? It's like...
Everybody knew that.
Yeah, I feel like the stories was just like kind of weird, bro. It didn't make sense.
What you mean? Oh, like the girl stories?
Because they came out like, bro, I hate when people want to do better for their lives or do certain situations and randomly a bunch of stories comes out. I'm not trying to say that like that stuff doesn't happen, but like at the same time, like, bro, this is the most random time for a bunch of massage
like the happening
to come together and say, you know what? He wants to leave. We're coming with stories. Like that doesn't.
Yeah, it just the
sense.
timing just seemed like it was too perfect. You know?
Yeah.
It would almost have to be like as if everybody came up to each other and started like talking to each other and then saying that we're gonna all say this at the same time.
Once.
Type of thing.
All because
I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but
because he had a problem.
It's very hard. It's very hard. It's just a crazy situation, honestly, bro. I couldn't even imagine because in the same breath, let's say like none of this stuff happens, it's kind of tarnished his like character, his credibility, like his life in general. People don't look at him in the same way. Like people are still gonna believe that he did all those things, and he's gonna get hell from it in these other stadiums for sure.
True.
No
so
more,
like he signs with a team, they're gonna be on his head no matter what.
No more massages for him.
No more massages. I bet he's not.
But his girl did. I'm pretty sure his girl stayed with him the whole time.
That stuff is crazy though.
Couldn't even imagine, bro. Couldn't even imagine.
Nope.
Guys, if you're watching, man, Just keep your hands to yourself. Be with one girl. Mind your business, man.
Facts. Don't
That's all I
don't
can
go
say.
don't go down to
You
massage.
can't. You ain't gotta worry about getting in trouble with nothing. You just do that.
I agree.
Any other points?
No.
No. Let's get into some hot topics then. Let's start with gas prices. I'm not over there, so I don't know what's going on. I think some gas prices over here are going up too, but what's up with that? What's the gas looking like?
For anyone who gets unleaded gas, they're stressing right now. I get premium, so I'm used to
You're just a premium guy, huh, Trey? Just premium.
I ain't get premium gas, so I'm used to the $4 and some odd change for some gas. Upper threes.
What's the gas right now, dog?
Right now, gas is like $4.69 for unleaded.
So what is it for premium?
$4.99.
You're
Damn.
paying $5. You're paying $2 more
$5.
gas.
I'm paying about maybe in the range of 50 to 90 cents more than what I was paid before.
That boy paying $5 a gallon.
Wait, 50 to
So, but
90
I'm saying,
cents.
but what I'm saying is, I'm already prepared to make that payment because I was already paying a lot for gas already.
Yeah. Are you filling up every time? All the way?
Heck, I never filled up like that on a regular basis, anyways.
But even if you
Because filling me up, it cost me $70 to fill my tank.
how much?
70
I don't think that's a lot. I'm not saying you're
for a
like
charger for a car, not for a
I'm
truck.
just saying I
For a
personally don't think
car.
that's a lot of money, bro,
It's not about
to
it being
fill
a
it
lot
up.
of money. I'm just saying it cost me 70. People who have been paying $25 to fill their tank with unleaded are now paying $40, $50.
Who is
It's like
paying 25 to get their car filled? I need that whip.
It's gonna say the most I paid it like low 40, high 30s.
I was gonna say mine was like 58, 60.
but I would say people are paying from that's the range. Now everything's like doubling up.
So do
That's
you
tough.
Except for if you had premium gas, you didn't really go up that much. It wasn't like it was a
Right,
little fluctuation. You might pay like maybe $5, $10 more, but it's not
right,
like that big of a jump.
but
right.
how much gas are you paying? How much more money do you have to pay to get the same amount of gas? About
For me, I like $5 to $10.
how many times are you filling up a week?
Once every other week. I don't drive a lot.
What I'm saying, you're only filling up once a week. That's
Once
what?
one to one and a half times a week.
That's what, $40? fifty
Yeah,
dollars
additional.
for the month? I mean,
For the month.
yeah. He's only filling up one time a week.
He said he doesn't fill up. I thought he said he doesn't ever fill up.
Yeah, I don't always fill up,
But I'm
bro.
just
I
saying,
don't
like,
have to.
I'm talking about stopping for gas. You put gas in. How much are you paying out of the difference?
Right. So if I had to do the math, bro, quick math, 70 times 4, which is 280. That's 280 on a regular basis. I pay 240. It's a $40 difference if I filled up every single week.
What's that? $40 to $50 more a month.
Right. But I'm
So
not doing that.
is that something to trip over?
You know what the crazy part is?
No.
You can't do nothing about the gas prices. Everybody's still gonna pay for them anyways.
What's funny about gas prices is that people still don't understand gas prices. Like they still don't understand that we live in a capitalist society. That
They
Joe
said it's because of
Biden,
Biden. They said Joe
yeah,
Biden did it.
he has nothing to do with it. These are businesses who are making decisions to raise the prices. That's just how it is. It's a business. Gas stations do their own thing.
You know, gas is going up over here too.
Oh yeah.
So it's like when people be saying that, like, bro, European gas is going up. That's not because of Biden. I'm not saying like
Bro, the
he's the
ignorance in
end all be all,
America
but like it's like
is
political figures have nothing to do with gas
With business.
in
yeah,
general. Yes,
you'll have different prices down here where you'll have one setting like I'll just say like 350, 349, and you look across the street and they over here like 329. You know, so
Inflation is inflation, bro. That's what it is. People are going to decide what they want to price, whatever they want to price.
Um,
So
what's going on with COVID? Everything's getting lifted.
yeah.
Like, is this summer like is the pandemic over?
No.
Is it still gonna be like
I think this is just my personal idea of the whole thing. I've already got my mind wrapped around it. My plan is
mhm,
2023.
2023 summer.
go dumb. I think
Okay.
because everything is starting to get lifted, I think you gotta kind of, people get too excited.
Yeah, people are getting very excited
You know
right
what I'm
now.
saying? And I'm not saying that as soon as people go out like that, that COVID is gonna keep spreading. But I
Right.
will say is you let things settle in after a year, then it's like, all right, well
How they're supposed to.
yeah, because then people are gonna make certain regulations, and I think people are gonna get more sanitized, I guess. Um,
So can still be washing their hands after they use the bathroom.
Crazy, but just different regulations in place to keep people at ease and not so tight and clumped up together. I think that'll be a
Right.
good thing. I think that had to end. We're not sardines.
But we can see the thing is, I'm pretty sure people can see the light towards the end of the tunnel now, which is kind of good.
100%. Yeah.
If we continue to do what the right things, I guess. I mean, obviously there's arenas and stadiums that are open for people to watch the games and
Are they
stuff like
open?
that.
People not wearing masks. I mean,
But I feel like the virus, I don't really know specifics, but I feel like the virus is kind of dying out, I guess. I know a lot of people are getting vaxxed
well,
too,
I wouldn't say it's dying out. More people are becoming stronger to it.
immune,
Yeah.
stronger to it, stuff like that. And I can't lie, the vax did help with that for sure. It had to.
Well, yeah.
So this definitely took longer than what it needed to, but at the end of the day, better late than never. Never late is better, but better late than never. Yeah. So I think. I don't even know how to say his name. Jussie? Is it Jesse or Jussie?
Jussie Smollett.
Jussie Smollett. The
Schmullet.
the the biggest liar in the history of liars, who's living with his lie and dying by his lie, literally.
Yeah, you gotta live by it, bro. You gotta
He's
stand
like
behind it.
going to the end of it. Like this is like new level. Like I'm standing behind my lie.
Yeah.
I
So
don't care
what's
what
he?
his people went and told the people like he set this up. His friends told him that they set this up, and he's telling them he didn't. Like the people that actually robbed you is saying that it's a setup. These are your friends.
What's he facing right now?
What is it? Hirsch.
150 days in jail, 30 months of probation, some other stuff.
I thought I saw
Um,
like 5 years in jail though,
no,
somewhere.
it's 130,
So
150.
half a year.
But he's saying he went and said that he was like I'm not like suicidal. Like that's what he was. He
Sorry,
told the
30
courtroom
months,
that
30 months probation, 150 days in Cook County Jail, $25,000 fine, $120,000 in restitution.
he's telling people that he's not suicidal. He thinks this is like this case might get him got or something. I don't know, but he's telling people he's not suicidal, like in the courtroom, in case something happens, type thing.
But I'm
I
just
don't
trying to
know
find
if
out what will
he thinks
happen.
like Epstein or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Bro, he's going to county jail, bro. He's not going to prison. He's not going to no high. He's not going to deal with any of the crazy stuff that everyone else has to deal with. He's going to a regular for people who steal, like do regular petty theft. He's not going
I
anywhere
think
where
he
they.
wants to get moved. I think that's why he said that. He wants to get moved into a good spot. I'm pretty sure that's why he did
but
that.
why would anybody like what weight does he hold for anybody to think anything?
He's
You know
delusional.
what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, county jail is like people who steal, people who
bro,
forget that didn't pay their child support, like little stuff like that. It's
Petty
not
crimes,
for
bro. Petty
petty
crimes.
crime.
Trey, if he dies in jail, what is that? I mean, death is always a tragic thing, but what does like that do for you?
Him or Trey in
So like
general.
him, like yeah, like with
Oh,
Trey, like what does it do for you? I'm just asking, like, what does that
I don't
mean?
know.
Like
I don't know, bro.
I'm saying, like, now when
But
Epstein
but I'm saying,
died, there
but
was
I
a
am
case
saying that I
behind everything. There was
right, but I am
conspiracies
saying
and
that if he were to pass away in jail, which pray God he doesn't, that'd be some really crazy stuff.
yeah, but I'm saying like, what is the like what happened? Like I don't know. Like when Epstein passed, bro, there's so much
Nothing happened.
yeah, but there's
Bro,
still
okay, so nothing
but there's
happening of that magnitude.
but I'm saying there's untold story. That's what I'm saying. There's still there's still a story that's there that hasn't been come out as truthful. We don't have answers. If something happened to him, what conspiracy were they trying to hide from you? That's the reason people do that to people that are in jail. They off them or whatever. They kill themselves
But
because something
I
has
mean,
happened that people want to cover up. What is there to be covered up?
it's like Sandra, who they said she hung herself, and she got arrested for a car being pulled over from a car, bro. Like
Yeah, but you
people,
saw what happened to her.
yeah, I'm saying that's what anything can happen in jail. He's just saying no matter what happens to me in jail, being a black man, I didn't kill myself. I think that's really simply it. I don't think it's anything deeper than that.
Man lied about setting himself up, so it's got to be something deeper somewhere.
Regardless, bro. He's a nut job, dog. Doofus. Real life doofus.
Wasn't he on the show too?
He was
Empire
on Empire.
Did y'all watch that?
first
No,
season.
Dad did though. Dad was knee deep in that. Knee deep in
You watched
Empire.
Empire, Trey?
I said the first season.
Oh, that was it. You watched like
That's all I need. It turned into something different. I'm not gonna get into that. It just
what different?
I watched Star.
nope. I'm good.
What do you
Just turned
mean?
into something different. I
What's
said
different?
what I said. Stop trying to reach. I said what I said.
Dude, what was it though? What did?
Like what was different? Oh, y'all both froze. Oh, yeah, loading up. Hold on. These boys disappeared.
You know. Oh, there he is.
There we go. There we go. Like these boys disappeared on me. Yeah, what was different, bro?
We're oh, we
Bro,
were
it's
about
just,
to.
they went to different topics. They just went to different topics, bro. I don't want to watch.
We
That's
did.
it.
We did change topics. We did.
Nah, I'm messing with Trey, bro.
I know because he knows. I don't know why he's on this weird stuff. I hate when he does this. Like
I don't know what changed.
but he knows.
Bro,
he
it just got
knows.
mad, bro. It just got mad fruit, bro.
Oh,
It just got
like
mad fruit.
dramatic. No,
And not even just mad fruit. It just was like
Unnecessary fruit. Like
Yeah,
had nothing to
like-
do with the storyline.
yeah,
Nothing to do with the storyline.
yeah.
Well,
Like it's one thing if it's like that, that's fine. But it's another thing if it's is you're just
maybe that's why the show didn't do that well. Anyways, like it had to stop.
Probably after the first. I heard the first season was actually really dope. It was tons of people, but after that, probably you can't just
That's why I
do
started
stuff like
watching
that,
Star.
and you can't just expect people to be just to like what they're watching. I mean, that's like what's it called? Euphoria's got some weird stuff. You can't just expect people to just be cool with whatever goes on.
True. You always have critics. But yeah, let's get into this relationship stuff, man. So right person, wrong time.
Is that real?
No.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
believe in right person, wrong time.
Why not?
Because
The right person, how's it the wrong time? You could always make the right time right now.
false.
he
Because
says false.
because I feel like the right person is going to fit in whatever situation that you're in at that time.
Not what
So
I
when
just
people are
said.
talking about I'm focused, when people say I'm focused on myself and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, the right person is going to ride with you when you're in that moment. They're not going to take it personally that you're trying to grind for yourself. They're going to be like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm here to support you. You know what I'm saying? You may not get all the time that you want, but you understand during this season is a season for them to grind and you're there to support. If you don't want to be there to support, then you're not the person for them in their because grinding season happens at different times. You don't just stop. The grind doesn't just stop. You know what I'm saying? You did it, you make it, and you're done. You get it, you make it, and you're still trying to make more or do more. So if you can't be there when someone's grinding, you're not there. You're not really that right person for them. Someone's
Let's
gonna
flip
fit
it
your
though.
life how it's supposed to.
Let's flip it.
Let's flip
What
it,
if
let's
you
flip it.
don't think? What if you don't think it's the right time? Like you meet this person, but you're caught up in all the stuff you have going on, so it's not the right time for you.
If it's the right time to me, I'll be able to fit that person into. I'll find a
No,
way to
no,
get.
I don't know. I didn't say that. I said, what if it's not the right time for you?
It's the wrong person for me.
How can that be so?
I just reverse it for you. If it's the right person, I'm going to find a way to make it work on the timing that I'm doing right now. They are worth it. If they are
So that
not
means
worth it enough,
you have to move something else out of the way.
that's not true. That means I have to make my part. I actually have to schedule, sit down, make priorities. Right. If I don't sit down and create a priority list for me and do what needs to be done, and I don't include that into my priority list, then I'm not a priority at all. So what I'm
For
saying is,
example, I play basketball overseas. I
right.
meet a girl in New Zealand
Hmm.
that I want to date. Right person, great person, fit very well. But I'm moving to Serbia, and I don't want to. I don't want to live with you in Serbia.
That's not the right
But you're
person.
still. But you're still. But I don't want to live with anybody in Serbia. But you're still a good. You're still the right person for me. I can see us fitting and working out. And if I lived here, we could do this. But I don't live here.
I don't agree with that
So what
What is
don't
there
you agree
not to
with?
agree with?
I
because
have
my
to make it work because they're just the
if
right
it's the,
person.
if it's the right person for you, you're gonna make it work.
So you believe that there's only one right person for?
No, I think there's multiple, but I think that the right person, the multiple of right people, are going to fit in your life the right way. You can only
She fit, but she fits in my life the right way
she
during
fits in
that
your New Zealand.
time.
She fits in your New Zealand life. She
But
doesn't
if
fit
I
on
live
the. She doesn't fit
So
exactly,
your.
that's
She doesn't fit
bad
your
timing.
She doesn't fit your international life,
but that's bad timing.
bro. My thing. Okay, here's my thing. If you like someone or love someone, but if you like someone, you want to be around them. You want them around you, regardless of wherever you say.
Yes.
So okay, so here's a. So what I'm saying is that if you like them for real and you want them around you, you want them to be there with you. If you liked her for real and you really wanted her to be there with you, if you met a girl in New Zealand and you liked her and you wanted her to be, she would be with you.
All right, so
Not necessarily true, bro.
I think that the bad time comes on with pretty much neglection. So something has to get neglected, otherwise there would not be a
I don't
right
think so.
person. So you're telling me that you just have to sit down and figure your schedule out, and that's just gonna
Yes.
make everything. But
You have
that's
20.
not how life works, though.
It is.
It's
When
not.
you schedule and prioritize, when you have 24 hours in a day and you schedule and prioritize, you can make things work.
If it's I don't agree with that
If I
But
completely.
sleep for eight,
you're not
if I sleep,
listening, Trejo.
if I sleep for 8 hours and have 16 hours, and I work for
Then
another
there
eight
is
hours
no.
and
Yeah,
I have
keep
the
going,
other
keep
eight
going.
hours. If I have 8 hours left for the day, I use a day, an hour and or hour and a half or two for gym. That leaves me with 6 hours.
Okay.
Okay, let's say I got IT. That's another 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
4 hours left.
All right.
I have 4 hours left to give. However, I use those 4 hours at the point. If I make music for an hour, that's 3 hours.
Okay, but like, what about making music for 2 hours? We're talking
2 hours.
about
I still got 2 hours
what? Okay,
left.
what about making music for 3 hours? It's
I got
people.
1 hour left.
So for example, I'm watching Kanye, right? I was watching a
Right.
documentary. At what point was there? I'm about to just be with this chick when he was first starting out. At what point was there? I'm just about to be with this girl, and I'm not about to be in this studio all day long.
That was a choice he made.
Well,
But
yeah,
at the
that's
end
a
of the
choice
day,
he
bro.
made. I'm saying
Bro,
there's
at
going
the
to be
end of the
something
day,
that's neglected, bro. When you're doing something else, you have your vision on something else. You can still like a person, and they could be a right person for you, and they might be a right person for you down the line. But you can have your focus somewhere else because you have to give your focus to somebody.
okay. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay, if you want to bring this up, you are in a situation where you are focused on what you got going on,
Okay.
and you still find time for your person.
Well, my person and I involved, we do like the same things together as well. Something that we're doing is creating something together. So it's not a good example.
When you do your streaming, when you do your video edits, when you do stuff like that, does that not
You
change?
can't use my situation, bro. My situation is not that. But now, if you want us to use different situations, you can use that because environment mattered and the
And live together too.
yeah, like you can't do that, bro. We've lived together
If
for years now.
if I meet somebody and I'm only with them for 3 months and I know down the line that time has to end because I have to go back home,
That's the wrong time.
it's the wrong timing. It's
You,
just bad time. That's like I didn't think I was gonna be in the situation. Dang, we're good people. That's why I think there's multiple soulmates for you because
100%.
yeah, it worked great for you. We were great, but because we didn't work out because of timing and because of the place in which we lived in, I couldn't do it.
You're making it sound like
So
there's
And
just
I
one person, bro.
so you
and
meet
be,
so you meet so you meet a person. They're right for you. Okay, you like this person, right? You can see yourself with a future for them and everything. You've been with them for 3 months. You go overseas. So because you go overseas, that's the end of it.
not necessarily. It's just because of circumstance as well. If I'm in Serbia now, I don't have a car. I can't get around to do nothing. Why do I want you here? Why do I want you around me if I can't? We can't hang out for real.
That's your
Why would I want
choice.
you? Why do I put you? Why would I put you in this predicament to live in
But
this type of environment? It's not. It's more than a choice. That's an
Yeah, bro.
unselfish
Bro.
choice.
What are you talking about? You're just thinking about like
You're
yourself
not. I'm thinking
almost.
about your mental too. You're gonna be sitting in this lame apartment all day, every day, doing
that's a
nothing.
okay, but that's a conversation between you and that person. 'Cause that person might want to do that for you.
I'm not going to put anybody in that predicament because I know how I feel in this predicament, and adding that mental stress as well and trying to create a relationship out of this whole new environment that I can't even speak to people in isn't healthy. That's not going to be healthy for a relationship. That's going to hurt us more
This
than help
definitely
us.
will break a relationship.
All right,
It's going
that's
to
how
be
you
too. It's
it
going to
stuff
be
can make you or break you. So my thing is your
not
mindsets right
everything's going to
now.
make you, bro.
Not
And
everything's gonna
if
break you.
you saying, oh yeah,
It's
if
your
I just had a
mindset.
positive mind, if I just had a positive mindset going
How
into
do
it,
we talk
and we're
about
just gonna
how do we on a regular basis talk about manifestation and being in alignment? How do we talk like that, but then have these negative connotations and definitions
No,
and
no,
meanings about
no.
because
Those
I
something?
are
know how it is living
those are
here.
two. You're talking about two separate things, bro. Talking about two
Come
separate
on
things.
I know
now.
how it is. I know how it is living here. I know that that person's just like me.
And on top of
I know
that,
that person. I know how I am living
on
here.
top of
So
that,
if I feel a certain way, why would I not know
So
that
then
they're gonna feel a certain
so
way?
here's the thing.
you make it.
Why would you even if you know
And
okay,
there's no closet space. There's nothing. There's no room for a second person here. I promise you that. Promise you that. That's just an example.
I'm just saying that if you know that, why even if you know that, right? Why even try to even get to know somebody if you know that you're not in a place for that in the first
How
How
would
would
I
he
not know that
know?
I'm? How would I not know?
because first of all, he knows right now that he's playing traveling basketball, right? Which means he doesn't know where he's going to end up. Which means that you
Okay.
shouldn't even be trying to
So I shouldn't
entertain
talk to
somebody.
So he
nobody.
should just be by
I
Exactly.
should
himself.
just be alone.
Period. Yep.
That's how you feel, but I don't feel like that.
Yeah, bro. You can't just
So I'm
stop
not gonna do
somebody
that.
from creating
But that's
relationships,
what I'm
bro.
saying. It makes no sense for you to not know where you're going to go. You meet someone for 3 months, and then you say, "Oh, I got a deal in
That's called life.
Belgium."
That's how
And then you
yeah.
say,
Now listen, there's
"That's not
two different ways
responsible."
you can look at this, Trey. One, let's say I went to go play in Australia. Boom, simple. Easy. She would have went with me. Simple. But now let's say I meet somebody back home in America and they say at that point they want to travel with me. That's completely different versus me moving to somewhere or me being able to talk to somebody on my phone for the last 5 months I was here, getting to know them. Then I get back home, I meet them, we're hanging, we're gelling, we're vibing. We start dating. Now you say you want to travel with me. That's completely different versus me going to somewhere for 3 months, knowing you for 3 months, us connecting, and then you just backpacking to
Well,
Serbia.
I'm talking about you being in America and meeting somebody, and then
It's
that's what I'm
all
talking about.
about it's timing.
But I'm
The
saying if you
timing
meet someone,
matters.
I'm saying if you meet someone in America and you're here in the summer, and they say I want to travel with you, and they want to travel with you, you're gonna say no because you don't know what the vibe is
Not
in Belgium. Or
necessarily.
Man, you're
Not
bringing up a whole different
necessarily.
scenario now.
that's the scenario that I was thinking about. I was thinking about New Zealand scenario that he was
If
talking
the
about.
timing works well.
We're just bringing up the situation. Situation could be different, bro.
I guess I just have a different mindset, so
And
it's
if
all good.
they're that she could be right for me and that girl could be right for me. It's not like one person's more right for me, so that's like, oh, she was more right for me, so I brought her with me,
I
type
just
thing.
think that we make decisions
No,
on a day-to-day basis as people, and we prioritize what we want to prioritize.
I believe that
That doesn't
too.
make your
I believe that
decision. That
too.
doesn't change the wording at all. That still could be a right person, bad time, even though you make your decisions. That didn't change
I
nothing.
think that you
I still agree with that.
I think you create the bad timing or you create the good timing. That's what I believe.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't still
So
change
if you
anything.
wild example, you meet a girl, you got some felonies, you about to go to jail, but you trying to date this girl. It's bad timing because you can't date her because you about to go to jail. Right girl, but you're going to jail. So you're gonna keep trying to date her? You're gonna put her through that?
If she wants to,
Come on now,
I
bro.
mean,
you gotta give other people.
That's
You gotta
that's selfish. That's
give. You gotta
selfish.
give. Right.
That can't be the right girl. That can't be the right girl.
You know what? Part of we put a negative connotation on the word selfish, but selfish is okay. It's a time to be
Sometimes.
selfish. Yeah,
Sometimes.
there's timing to be selfish. So if you feel like it's the right person for you, it's okay to be selfish and say, I want you. And if she says, okay, me too, and y'all both agree to it, then okay.
It's still a bad
You'll
time.
find
It's
out.
still bad timing.
You'll
It
find
is.
out. You'll find out if that person is the right person for you or not in that bad timing or whatever it is.
So you're gonna tell me that's not bad timing, that you're about to go to jail and you can't be with her. That's not bad timing?
For me, when I think of right
You're
person,
You're
dodging
just
it.
you're just thinking about like I'm working, you're working. I have to schedule myself a little bit
no.
better.
Listen,
We can make
that's
it
not what I'm
work.
saying.
That's what it sounds like, and you did say
Literally
that.
life circumstances come.
Life happens, bro.
Let's say somebody moved you from Florida. Now you have to go work in Arizona, but your girl does not want to go with you. If you have a girlfriend, your girl doesn't want to go with you.
Right.
This doesn't mean the person wasn't right for you.
It's bad
It
timing.
does. It means it wasn't right for me.
That's not true.
How? That's not even under your control.
Right. The right person will want to work it out.
Will want to get up and just move everything for you.
No, will work it out with me.
Yeah, you worked it out by not being together.
Right.
You
So
can't
that was
live
the
with
right
that person anymore. So now you have to be long distance. So that makes them still the right person because you're forcing long distance.
Do I have to stay at that job for the rest of my life?
So I mean, you're gonna move back and be with them.
Yeah,
This is what you're
sometimes
saying.
there's our season for things, bro. Things happen temporarily.
Relationships
and
are
then-
But
seasons as well.
if somebody doesn't want to do a long distance relationship, are they not the right person for you?
Right. They don't I'm not that means that to them I'm not worth it for that.
Because of a long distance relationship.
Yes.
Or because they want to be able to be with somebody that's around all the time.
Yeah, what's wrong with just wanting to be around somebody?
Because somebody's
And
love language is physical touch.
Right, but if they can't wait for me for a year just to do this for a year and come back, then that wasn't the right person, bro.
No, so I feel like you're just asking. I
Yeah.
understand where you're coming
I'm
from.
not asking for nothing.
I understand where you're coming
the right
from.
the right person's gonna rock with you.
Bro, rocking with somebody and asking somebody
To change their entire life scope over somebody that you've been dating for, let's say, 3-4 months. You have to put context to it.
I hate when you do this. I hate when you do this. You make things so. What you try to do is you try to take these debates and you make it pie size 3-4 months.
You just did that. You said, "Oh yeah,
You
if I
started
moved my
first
job,
with
they
the
could
3
have."
months thing.
No, I did not, Trey. You said
I said
you
if
said
I fly to,
if
they offer me a new job in Arizona and I work out there you can't wait for me.
you said you're gonna be there for a year. What if your thing doesn't last? What if they don't want you there for a year? You're gonna quit after a year?
So now you're just giving up everything.
Now you're adding circumstances and context to your own thing too.
What I'm saying is, if I'm over there for a year and my goal is
This
to
man
get
got his
back,
hat half off.
no, bro, because
As a TI go.
because
Hey,
if I go over someone for a year to get some bread and my goal is to get back to you, that's my goal, to work it out. To get back to you for a year.
But what is discussed though?
That's what's discussed.
Okay.
And that's my goal. If they can't rock out for a year for me, then you weren't the right person for me.
So you're quitting after a year is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying is I'm going to get a better job to get me back. I'm going to get a job over there. This job is to supplement me to get back. The experience.
So the right person for you is a person that's always going to accommodate for every need.
This is exactly what I said, bro. You just said exactly what I said. The right person.
Which means, what about you accommodating for their need? You have to accommodate for them. So the right person.
So that means conversations. How do we work this out? I'll come and see you. I'll fly out and see you this many times in a year.
That's different, Trey. But I'm saying the right person always has to accommodate for you. That means that's
what relationships is about.
So then why hasn't every relationship lasted? Because every person isn't the right one?
You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to accommodate for people. You don't know how to give and take. There's a lot of stuff.
Bro, you're making it sound like there's only one right person for you, and that's the one that's going to
literally.
But
that's how it has to be.
But you're saying that. You're literally saying that.
No, I'm not.
Well, you're describing that.
That's literally what you are describing.
You're describing that.
That is
because if they're not the right one, then they're not going to do.
I believe.
If they are the right one, they are going to do these things. So obviously, the right one is.
I believe there's multiple right people.
So then, why are you not with them?
Do those things? Because they're all the wrong people.
Then what is Trey? Then there can't be multiple right people, Trey. Is what from your point
There
of view.
is.
Because you're saying the
I
right
ain't met
person
him.
is always going to accommodate for you.
If I met the right person, I wouldn't be in my predicament.
So then how are there multiple right people for you?
Because, bro, there's billions of people in the world. The percentage of the right person for you ain't that high.
So if one person that accommodates for you all the time and then doesn't do it that one time, doesn't make them the right person for you?
No.
This nigga drunk, man.
We're gonna have to move on, bro. We're gonna have
This
to
nigga
move
weird,
on.
man.
That's you're contradicting yourself. I'm sorry. This doesn't make sense to
No,
me.
it's just what. No, the thing is that first of all, I was over exaggerating when I said that no at the end. But second of all, is you have a different
Okay.
perspective than me, bro. That's all it is.
I feel like
didn't
there's
s-
multiple right people
no,
for
no,
you.
what
No,
you're-
my thing is what you're saying. I'm coming from a half glass full. You're coming from a half glass empty mindset when it comes to this particular topic. That's not your total mindset. It's this topic is half glass full, half glass empty. I'm saying the right person is going to make you the right time. I'm saying the wrong person is not going to be the wrong person.
No,
is not.
that's not what we're
it's gonna be
saying
the
at
wrong
all,
time.
bro. You're
That's
literally
what I'm saying.
Yeah, so exactly. So you're saying
So
that
then why are we talking about them? Why aren't we talking about what I'm talking about?
because you're literally saying that you're only gonna meet the right person at the right time. Which
No, I
means that there's
believe in
only
creating
one
your
right
time.
person.
Yes.
That's not true.
That is true. That is exactly what you're saying.
Because if you only meet the right person at the right time, then there's only one right person for you. There's
You guys are saying
nobody else.
You guys are saying that what you guys are saying is that the situation is the right or wrong time. What I'm saying is that whenever I meet you, our relationship created is I can create our relationship.
We understand that, Trey.
So then
we understand that.
If we're debating two different things then.
No, we can't be because the thing is that you're implying
hold on,
that's the right word.
hold
You're
on.
implying that there can only be one right person for you,
Bro,
because then they'll
I haven't said that one
accommodate.
time.
Hunt.
I haven't said that
You're
one time.
you're using the word accommodation for every single thing.
What's up,
You're
Ace?
going to accommodate for each other,
and
right?
And even if somebody, this man it made me lose my train of thought, bro. Even if somebody does the freak, bro.
You can't account if you're only
contradicting
accommodating for
yourself,
everything
bro.
that they're doing, and you're only accommodating for them. Then the relationship would work.
Sorry, yeah.
But if the relationship doesn't work, that means they're not the right person for you. So then, who is the right person?
Person it works with.
And just because you should,
So there's only one right person. If it only works with one person,
yeah, hold on.
No, it works
That's
for
what I'm
multiple
saying.
people.
No. Even if you do, doesn't mean you should. So just because you try to work it out, doesn't mean you should work it out. It could just be straining on you and the person.
For example, I was talking to this girl in college. She was great, a blast. We got along so well, so cool, awesome. I started talking to her. It fit well. Went on some dates. Was fun, but I was going to Winthrop. Right person for me. But I didn't want to do the long distance. Not because I didn't want to take the time to do it, but because I wanted to go out there with the focused mindset on strictly ball. Being D1, making it to the tournament. That's it. I didn't want to put her through that as well because I know she had her own goals and aspirations. And if we were to meet later in life, then we would. If not, then cool. We're still going to be friends, and we're still friends to this day. Bad timing, but it was the right person. And although I could have forced it to work and forced the timing to be right,
Yeah, it doesn't mean
it didn't make sense for me to do that because it wouldn't have been right in my soul to do that to her.
Okay.
Because I like her too much to do that to her. That's what I'm saying. If that makes any more clearer sense.
I understand your perspective.
Okay.
Do you understand my perspective? Because my perspective is different than yours. My perspective is
I partially do.
My perspective My perspective is it's seamless.
Bro, you just think
The right
that
person-
you just think you can
the right
just
person will be
make everything
seamless.
work through every spectrum, and that's just not how it is. Because people are different.
No.
Yes, that's exactly what you're saying. That's exactly.
No,
what
that's
you're
not what I'm saying.
But it is.
That's not what I'm saying.
But
I'm saying during the bad time, the temporary bad times, the bad times don't last forever. During the temporary bad time, that person can be. You can make that work. That's what I'm saying. It's temporary.
But you're making it
Doesn't
sound
last
like
forever.
it's just something that's just. Yep, it's gonna work. It's not how life works, though.
No, that doesn't. That's because there you are. It doesn't work because that's how you don't want it to work.
That's not true, bro. Not true.
Okay. Well, then let's just have our
And then you
different
could
opinion.
also you can meet somebody. You're in a whole different space. Anything can happen. You're just gonna deal with your girl, like your girl checking up on you all the time. What if she's always thinking about if you're cheating every single night? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
And that's something that if that's the case, that's something
And then
that
what if she
maybe
says?
you're doing.
What if she says, "I just can't deal with that."
Wrong
That's the right
person.
Wrong person?
Wrong person.
This
Wrong
nigga drunk,
person.
bro. This
But y'all
nigga
just got
drunk.
along for so well.
Y'all just were so good.
But now her preferences don't matter. Now her preferences don't matter.
Now her
No,
feelings
because
don't matter.
why?
Her feelings invalid.
Why
now.
would why would she be feeling? Why would she be feeling like you would be cheating on her every night? There's something that you're doing that's not making reassuring
Why?
her that she's good.
Because some people have insecurity issues.
That's true, but that should.
Maybe-
But you should be okay.
Maybe she spends a little bit too late out one night, and you're like,
I got a question. You understand my perspective, right? I understand your perspective, right? Do you understand mine?
I understand where you're coming from, bro. I've understood
I
where
think
you're
it's
coming from.
contradictory.
I think it's
I understand it, but I
contradictory
think it's contradictory.
to what you're to this. It's very to me. It's contradictory, but I understand what you're saying.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Let's move on. Okay. Last. All right. So asking about their past. Do we do it? Do you guys do that? Do you guys ask about people's past in terms of sexual history? In terms of dating or sexual history as in like STDs and stuff like that as well? Do you guys ask about previous relationships? Stuff like that.
Can you pick one?
You just talk.
Well, that's asking about their past. So
Do you mean in general? This their past.
in terms of relationships, in terms of sexual history, stuff like that, not in terms of their past childhood trauma and stuff like that.
I mean, you should ask that too, but that's a different topic.
Of course, but yeah, we are talking about relationships, so that's what I'm saying. Like, do you guys ask about sexual history? Do you guys?
I mean,
What's up?
I think it's more just my experience has been more told than brought more to me than I've had to go reach out for it. And I don't talk about my stuff at all, so I'm not
You
gonna
know
say
my
that.
line. I'm sorry.
I gotta hear it now.
I'm like. Honestly, I'm not really too proud of my past. So I really don't like talking about it for it's just not something I'm really comfortable talking about with.
No, but keep it a
Really
bean.
proud
I
of it.
just saying like my past.
But that's how I feel though.
my
That's
past
how I
is-
feel.
Hey, I'd be like, my past is my past. I made some decisions that I don't agree with, and I leave it at that, bro.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
I don't talk about it at all.
No, literally, bro. I'm like, yeah. Look at y'all listen to my voice though. Yeah, I'm not really too proud of my past. Like, I really don't like talking about it for real. I'm not really comfortable talking about it. So like, that's just something. I mean, if you want to share, that's fine. But I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool.
I'm good off that, bro.
I'm cool. I'm good.
That's
But I'm not asking. I'm gonna ask if you get tested regularly, and I'm gonna ask. I'm not asking no body counts.
I would like to know how many relationships you've had, though.
I would like to know relationships. Relationships is different, but I'm not asking you about your body count.
No.
I'm not doing that.
No.
I care less about body count.
Huh?
I
If
care less
my-
about body count. Huh?
I didn't hear you.
I said I gotta get this money by tomorrow.
This nigga, bro. You speak on
No,
people
literally,
speaking
I'm not
on-
asking about no body count, bro. I'm not. I'm grown. You grown now. If my man's come up to me and he already knew you, and like he comes and says like, "Shorty Woody used to do this, that, and the third in college. I seen this, that, and we just started dating. We've already had this conversation before. I might have some thoughts, but like if I don't know you, nobody knows you in my circle. You're new. I'm new. I mean, what is me asking gonna do? Nothing. Because I already liked you. I already wanted to get to know you. I've already taken the steps to try to court you. So
Yeah, I'm asking for the relationship just so you understand moving forward. Like, if this person has been in 20 relationships, it's like, all right, I'm about to be number 21 that saves the day.
right.
Nah, go see somebody.
And I do what I typically I wouldn't say I want to know how they ended, but I want to know
Let me get a general
if
idea
you're
for
on
people
on good terms with somebody, if you got into it with somebody, you know what I'm saying? I want to know stuff like that. Like I
gotta know
don't
what
need
you
no
getting.
names or anything like
You gotta
that,
know
but
what you're
I need
getting
to
into.
know, yeah, what you get into. That those questions matter.
Yeah, this nigga quiet, like, bro, say something with your.
Y'all just got done talking. Like, it just finished. Like,
Or
dang.
you get
God.
7, 8 seconds.
Yeah, it was like a little bit. I was trying to see if I was gonna keep talking or not. Like, I mean, when it comes to me, like, I have conversations about everything. Like, I like to know everything.
You want to know what they
Except
did? They did in the car.
no, not stuff like that, bro. But like, I like to know. Like, I do want to know about your past relationships. Like, as far as like, why did they end? Like, what happened? How did you see yourself or view yourself in a relationship? Stuff like that. I like to know that
What
stuff.
did you do wrong?
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, I want to know, like, what's your toxic traits? What are you like? You know what I'm saying? What gets you
I
going?
agree.
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying? Like, and then you can kind of move around that. Like, if someone's able to tell you about themselves and they have self awareness, you know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
if you
real.
if you can fully express what you did wrong in a relationship, I have a lot more respect for you
And
because
then
then that shows me you have self-awareness.
if you tell me why that toxic trait came out, it lets me know, okay, this is what causes this to happen. Can
Yeah.
I fit that? Or am I the
Yeah.
type of person to make that type of mistake? Because if I'm that type of person to make that mistake to make you be like that, then I should question if I should be in that relationship. Because most likely, if I do those type of things that cause you to have trauma or react that way, then I shouldn't be with you. But let's say like you get cheated on or whatever, or you're abused, and so whatever, and that's the reaction, emotionally abused. So you have a certain toxic trait that reacts to that. If I'm not an emotional abuser or a cheater, then I don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's something else, like, you know what I'm saying, if you yell, like, let's say you yell or you get in an argument, or you forgot to bring certain, like, they forgot to bring certain, like, groceries or whatever home that pissed you off, it made you do something. I'm like, I'm kind of forgetful sometimes. I might not want to be with you because you might turn up on me just for something small.
And you use your own self-awareness.
Yeah. So you have to, if for them being self aware, you have to be self aware about yourself to be like, do I even want to be here?
You. No, yeah, facts though. And I think I'm trying to think if I no. Like I remember like in high school, dudes would be asking like, "What's your body count? What's your body count? What's your body count?" But I feel like just as men in general, like just for any guy that's listening, like the older you grow, and it's not for everybody, but like when you get older, some of that stuff means a lot less because not just because we've grown up, but because everybody has had experiences. Everybody has done this, that, and the third. Everybody has tried to experiment with things, date other people, all that type of stuff, because that's kind of like how you grow in relationships. You can't grow in relationships unless you've seen what's out there. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna
Bro,
like go ahead.
as long as you like aren't the city hoe,
I was
you know what
about
I'm
to
saying?
say, so
Or
like,
have SC if you don't have as long as you don't have STDs and you're like not like the city, like everyone's passed you around, I really don't care
I was
about the
gonna
number,
say,
to be
bro,
honest with
like,
you.
if you just asked, somebody was like, yeah, I have 100 bodies.
No, I mean, come on now. That's
But bro,
yeah, no.
if you let's say you start talking to this girl, right? You follow this girl, right? Or you talk to her, and you have friends or whatever who know about her like that. Like they didn't mess with her, but they like, bro, she's been out here.
That's
You know
what
what
I
I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's what I
Like
said.
that's different. That's different, right? Because she has a public
Reputation.
reputation. But she doesn't have no. Let's say she's been out. Let's say she's been with 40 guys, right? But they've been 40 guys that don't even know each other, not even in the city, none of that stuff. But she just been exploring her sexuality. I'm not tripping.
Look, this is the thing.
As
I
long as
ain't
you don't have
asking.
STD, as long as you don't have STD, I'm not asking
Nah,
either.
it's
But
not a
as long,
question that's good enough for me,
if you don't
bro.
have no STD, I'm not tripping.
I'm not asking, so I don't know how many bodies you got.
Me
You know what I'm
either.
saying? I ain't
So
asking.
let's just say you
So
found out it's 40.
Okay.
how deep am I?
I'm just asking, how do you find, like, if you just find, I'm gonna
How
say,
deep am I?
like, in the relationship,
Yeah.
You
uh,
said I love you.
I
you
said I
like,
love you.
Yeah.
Are we in there?
I
What you
mean,
mean?
nah, you like,
I'll join.
let's just say like little close to like half a year. Say like half a year, close to it.
That's tough. I'm in there.
Half
I'm
a
in
year.
there.
All right, what
Half
about
a year,
6
bro.
months. 6 months.
yeah? I'm saying
I
6
love you. I already
Alright.
told you I loved you.
What about 3 months?
After day 2.
3 months. 3 months in.
I probably told you I loved you then. Well,
3 months in. 40 bodies. She's like, yeah, I got 40 bodies
how old are we?
right now.
24.
You got 40 of them things.
Hey,
That's more than one a year.
Let's think about this real quick.
yeah, more than 1 a year is not bad at all.
Well,
If you went to college at 18 to 24 and you did 40,
you got 40 bodies in that time.
So she had
6
8 a
years.
year. 8 a year? Nah, 8 a year?
Wait, what? 40 times
So
40
if you
divided by
like
6?
Or no,
It's
not
like
8. That's
7.
54. I'm tripping.
It's like 7.
That's my math is way off. That's like 6 and a half, 7.
7 times 6 is 42.
So you have sex half of the year.
So there's 12 months, right?
Yeah.
No,
So every other month you got a body.
Guys.
So 1 month you had a certain body. The next month you had
That's
another
crazy,
guy.
bro. You're just switching.
No, every
up.
other month.
Every other month you gotta get.
It's not every other month.
Yeah, just
'cause
about.
that's
6 months.
Okay,
It's
well,
6,
it's
12
7.
months, 6.
Okay. We'll say 7 months out of the. Well, 7 months out of 12. What? Right? Am I tripping?
Either way you want to put it, bro, it's 7 dudes that's smacking that a year before you meet her. So what you doing?
In 6 years in college.
Bro, it's 7 dudes.
Look, I spent my first 2 years chilling with only one girl.
Yeah, but 7.
Really 2.5.
Not like you're finding out this information anyway, but just
Nah,
for
but like
shits and
that's.
giggles.
I mean, look, that's a whole different circumstance, and it's like I'm all for like you exploring your own.
Bro, 7
Whatever you
bodies.
want to do. That ain't got nothing to do with it. But
Sexuality.
I think, sexuality. I just think.
Wait. Can we stop for a second? Why you have to say it like that, Ian?
What you
Why
mean?
can't you have said she had relations with 40 guys? She
You
got
talking about he
smacked.
smacked.
Got smacked.
It's context, bro.
Stomped.
It's
Destroyed.
context.
Did I
Rampage.
go to the school?
It don't matter, bro. What you mean? You just
It does matter if I went to the school or
No,
not.
Connor, you're 24, 25. You met her around your age somewhere at a different city. You didn't go to the same college with her.
You're in a race with me.
bro.
Nah.
There's
I
7
mean, that's
bodies
tough,
a year.
bro. That's
Trey,
tough.
what about you, Trey? There's 7 bodies a year. That's cool with you?
Nah.
I think that if I meet you the first week, first of all, like Hunter said, I'm not asking that information. But if I think I meet you the first week,
That is,
Yeah, I did
that
it.
is
I did it.
insane.
I would have
example.
to.
It's not that insane, bro. It's not
It's
that
not that
insane.
insane.
You start thinking.
No,
about
I know. I know girls that are like that, and I would never date them.
But there are girls,
so-
but though there's girls who've had sex 3 times in a weekend with 3 different dudes. That's what I'm saying. Like,
plenty of times.
that's why I'm saying for you to do one person every that kind of don't really make me feel. It makes me feel like you kind of been doing your thing, but it don't make me feel like
The
You know what I'm
smuttiest.
saying?
exclusive to
The
anybody.
smuttiest
it
of
makes
the
me feel
smuttiest.
like because I might lose my
I like
blessing.
exclusive. I like exclusive to. I can't even say the word exclusivity.
Yeah.
I like
Exclusivity.
exclusivity, bro. Because I mean, I know I've done my dirt in the business, but like I've kind of changed. I've been on some chill shit.
I
They
think
could
maybe
change
it's-
too.
tested COVID too, but I mean, because COVID came, it's like you had no really choice. Like, but I really just been chilling. So like, I feel like I'm an exclusive type of guy, honestly. So
I got a
feel
question.
like
I got a question. If you ran a train on someone, right? Right? You got a train, threesome, you had a sexual life that was crazy.
I've never done that before.
I'm just saying, if you did, would you think that would you be comfortable telling the girl that and thinking that she's gonna be okay with it?
I would never tell a girl that, and
Yeah, I
I've
would
never
never.
done that.
But what I'm
Ever.
And
saying
I don't
is
think I would ever do that
But what I'm
anyway.
saying is we have to have a little bit more consideration for a woman's sexual history. That's all I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is we can't keep holding to this Virgin Mary type of
I'm not doing that.
Christian
Who is
mindset.
we?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
When I say we,
general-
I'm thinking generally.
Let's say
Well,
a girl
if-
if a
If
girl
she
had a
if she-
threesome,
if she
I'm
has
not
40 if
asking for
we
that.
if we go on a date and we go on a first date and we have an engaging conversation and you're great and then later I found out you had sex with 40 people because we had a conversation you told me,
Yeah, at
Can I
first
say something, bro?
it might throw me off, but I'm like, see what's up.
I want to say this as your brother. Can you put your hat down a little bit, please?
You don't like it, it's fine.
Yeah, that right there looks like 26, 27. What you had before looked like 38, 39.
I was looking old.
My man looked like Neo or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think that
It's fine.
as men, as men, the whole collection, we definitely hold women up to that higher standard. I feel like women
We gotta stop that.
don't though,
I agree.
and I don't. And my
I
thing
feel like
is,
women in their circles do though.
I feel like they don't at all, bro.
I feel like in their circle, they understand that they be out here and having a good
That's
time.
not what I meant. What I'm talking about
Oh.
is how men view the women sexually, as far as like bodies and things like that.
I mean, women don't view
Women
men
don't
that.
view men,
Yeah.
and they just should,
No.
and that eliminates all that. If you just care about how
Yeah, I
much,
mean, because a lot of
You-
girls want
You could
guys
switch.
that.
You could switch the perspective and do that.
because you know what a lot of guys will do when that conversation comes up and they ask men, they lie about it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? First thing they do is because it actually matters to guys. That's why they lie. You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, but now I gotta come back because why lie about that if women don't care and no men do that? Why lie? Why don't you just tell the truth about how many people you've been with if they didn't care?
I mean, why do men lie or
Because
women?
we mean men.
No, he's
manipulate.
saying that he's saying if women held us to that same high regard that we hold women to, why do we need to lie about how many bodies that we've been with?
Who lies?
Men that have
Men that do lie about their body count.
lie about their
Dudes
body
do be lying
count.
about their body
Yeah,
count.
to manipulate women.
But I feel like I feel like both of well, first of all,
Women
there's two
do
ways to think
too.
about it.
Both of them lie.
I feel like women in some capacity like knowing that the guy they're going after can get other girls. A lot of women think like that. Like,
Yeah,
can he get
but they
can he
want to
get
know that
girls?
he doesn't do it though.
Now,
He hasn't been out here like that. I feel like
Right,
a lot of them would.
but for some dudes, there's a certain number that makes it so that you get girls. But
Bro,
look like, you almost like a
dudes
hoe.
would be upset about a girl having 5 bodies, which I think is upset.
yeah,
I think
that's
absurd.
that word is asinine.
and I'm like me being 28 and you're saying 5, like, bro, I didn't seen your chick probably in college right now going 5. Like, keep it a being. You know, and I think it's mostly the young dudes too that have that mindset of
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you think when you were in high school, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I was in high school, I was always on some dang sure you got like 7. Jeez. And I wasn't even at 2. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was thinking in high school. But when I got older, like it changed, and that's how it should be. Like
you
that's what I
shouldn't
tell a
be
lot of
our
youth.
age thinking like that.
No, you
Telling
shouldn't
women.
be.
No, we passed that.
Now, when you come on different podcasts and you're talking about doing things to the Phoenix Suns roster, I think that's kind of okay.
That's OD. That's OD.
Yeah.
But I don't think it for like we said, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
If you're a
All I'm
if you're
asking about
a
is
corn star, that matter. Only fan star. You know?
but I'm asking about your your relationship history. I want to know how your stuff ended. I want to know if you get tested regularly, things like that. Like for my safety, first of all, and then just to know how I can be better for you. Right?
I agree.
I agree.
Okay. All right. Well, if anybody else anything else to throw in there, I think that's about it. Yeah. Another.
Yeah.
Go stream Babytron's album.
I don't stream that book.
Go stream Babytron. Go listen to The Lost World. You hear that Jurassic Park in there. That shit fire.
Nah, that was it called.
Go listen to that Jerry Rice. That shit fire.
That Hustle Junkie is definitely fire though.
Go listen to December 1st. Go listen to BMF. If they say BMF isn't fire, I don't know what to tell them because that.
You listen for the same style the entire thing. You're not looking for nothing different. No.
But y'all don't like Cash getting
creativity.
people like that either.
Huh?
So y'all don't like Cash. Y'all don't like Detroit music for real, man. So because
I don't like stuff that
you
sounds
tell
the
you
same.
tell me Doughboys Cash Out doesn't sound the exact same on everything.
They had people singing on this stuff.
They had other people singing, not them. So don't tell me they don't sound
And
the
they were
exact
rapping
same.
on
You
beat.
wasn't listening
And
to
they were
that.
rapping on beat.
He's rapping on beat,
No, he's
bro.
not, Hunter. No, he's not.
And they
Yes,
had
he
different.
is.
And they
No,
had
he's
multiple rappers. It wasn't just one rapper.
Yeah, it's not
Bro,
one guy.
we can hop on FaceTime right now.
Talking about a whole group of
And
people.
I will show you because it's a group. It's a group.
So I'm not
of
hearing the
artists.
same
difference.
thing. I'm not hearing the same guy every time doing the
Okay,
same.
so it's the same thing as
weak
then-
ass monotone.
All right. So what about J. Cole then? Is J. Cole doing a bunch of different things with his voice
Always
Yep.
has.
on his last project? What is he doing differently?
What was his last project, bro? He
What was
does.
he doing differently?
That's like saying Drake. Does he do anything different?
Yes, he sings and raps.
J. Cole has been singing since the beginning of time.
What are you
Now we
talking
got a
about?
new thing. Don't know if
That's
I'm a
singing.
again.
That's singing to you.
That's
Or
like
is that
saying,
right in the
that's
beat
like saying-
melody?
that's like saying Gunna sings, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Mm.
Yes, he doesn't sing. He just holds
Bro,
melody.
you be loving that
Come on, bro.
Ray J sample all the time that you be listening to that same weak ass
Kodak?
No,
Bro,
sorry.
I never said I love that song so much. Why do you keep saying that?
The song with no, not Kodak. I meant Gunna.
Chloe, I know. Why do you keep saying I love that song so much when I don't?
You do. You said it.
You keep saying that. I already told you last week. I don't love that song. It was just a decent song to me. You keep saying the same thing. I keep telling him I don't care for it like that.
But do you like that song?
Golly. He must do.
No, I
'Cause you
don't.
keep bringing it up.
I didn't keep that song on my Gunna album.
I
Hunter made a whole dance. Hunter made a
You
whole
didn't even
dance
like-
for it
you
on
didn't-
TikTok.
Come on. You didn't even like the Gun album like that. You gave it like a 7.
Yep.
Look at this guy, bro. But Lucky Day's a 10 though, right?
No, 50 is a 9.
A 9.
That's a 9 though. But that's a
Yeah.
9.
You ain't heard it.
About to, bro.
That doesn't make it not a 9.
You can get an earful
9.
from me.
Oh, he about to get the worst. I hope it sounds good though, honestly. I can't go
I'm not about to go in. I'm gonna listen to it with an open mind. of
And you
course.
said Dirk's was a 7 too? You put it right up there with Gunna's.
Yeah.
the disrespect.
It's disrespect, bro. That's why I can't take him seriously sometimes.
What was Young Boy album to you?
It was less
I
than
think
that.
I gave it an 8 or a 9.
I can't
I
wait
think
to
I
go through a
did.
podcast. He definitely's like 6 or something.
I didn't say that for Young Boy. I didn't say that for Young Boy. I actually like this album.
That's crazy, bro. Didn't you say Roddy was like a 6?
Roddy's album was not good.
I thought he had a good album. So
I thought it was solid, bro. I think people
I just thought they
over-
slept on it. I think
Yeah.
I think he was not in his name just wasn't popping like that. He hasn't really been in the headlines or nothing. He drops the album, kind of unexpected to me, and I thought it was good. So
Yeah, people just they over midded that. Oh, it's mid. Y'all bugging that. I didn't like the first 3 songs, but other than that, that shit was fire, bro. No.
I think they just got tired of his sound quickly.
Does Roddy change his voice a lot? Or his flow?
Yes.
Name a song.
We can go the song with bro. I can't name the songs in my head. I can do.
Bro,
the
Roddy
song.
don't got the same flow that Baby trying to do, bro. He don't do the same thing the entire
He
time.
switched up
I'm
every
not
song.
talking about Baby John anymore.
It's cool,
The only
but
difference
he
with Baby
is the comparison, and he does the
Man,
same
this
thing.
is not this is not the Roddy Rich end off send off.
John. Because look, all I'm saying is, okay,
I
Yachty changes his voice a bunch of
I
times
knew
in
when you brought up that
melodies.
Baby Tron. I knew when you didn't let Hunter finish off with saying that Baby Tron album was tough. I knew this was gonna happen.
Wasn't.
It was. As soon as you said that shit was whack.
No, they're talking about the Baby Tron album.
No.
Bro, I knew he wasn't gonna like it because he didn't like the other one. I already knew Ian was.
No.
And I
As
knew,
soon as-
I knew you didn't.
Hunter's
because
getting
when
ready
you brought it up
Hunter
on
was getting ready to
FaceTime-
close. Hunter's getting ready to close this out, and Hunter said, "Go listen to Baby." And you just had to say that shit was whack.
Look,
I just said that shit. I knew
I
was
knew
gonna
you-
upload.
How did he say it, bro?
I knew
That's
Trey didn't like.
terrible.
I knew Trey
It didn't
didn't
have to
like
be
it
said.
because
We already said it.
Said it again.
These niggas.
Yeah, which stretch is stretch.
Sucks.
I knew Trey wouldn't like it because when he was on FaceTime, oh, you doing that? Okay, right. He was so excited. To say he didn't like it. You could just tell on FaceTime. He was like extremely. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what I'm about to get out of Trey. I didn't even bat an eye. I knew as soon as how you were talking. I'm like, Trey can't wait to say something bad about this. I already know it.
I mean, it was cheeks.
And
It was cheeks.
your cheeks.
Mm.
Your cheeks.
These are my cheeks.
Man, I love you guys, man.
All right, let's get out of here.
I
All
love
right,
you, bro.
thanks for tuning in, you guys. Peace out. Much love to you. We'll be back next weekend for some more content. Yeah, see you later.